Well, hello, hello. It's time for another Yakuza game. We finished Yakuza 0, we finished Yakuza Kiwami, we most recently finished Yakuza Kiwami 2, so now we're up to Yakuza 3. And I don't know how long I'm going to go for tonight, because I did start to feel a little bit of a headache coming on as I was getting ready, so we'll go for as long as we can, but may not be a full stream, maybe it will, who knows. But let's get started. Yakuza 3. New game. And we're gonna play on normal difficulty. Ooh. Well, I'll gladly take that. Free items. Workplace takes place in 2009, so that's our time frame for when this takes place on the Yakuza timeline. I think... How long since Yakuza 2 would that have been? I actually don't know. We got some nice dinner.
Sa, 夕飯だ。みんな、席について。はーい。お腹すいた。おいしそう。うまそう。あ、力也兄ちゃんだ。ああ、兄ちゃん。おい、お前たち。力也兄ちゃん。野球やろうよ。
They're just so happy to see Rikia.
兄貴、どうしたんだ？何かあったのか？親父が撃たれた。
I think I see a little bit. Let's move that. Probably should have checked that beforehand, but it's not too much anyway. I'm sure it will bother me though if I don't get it taken care of. So what's this deal we hear about here?
堂島です。ええ、だからその件に関しては先日お断りしたはずじゃ。ええ、そうです。この件、登場会は一切手引かせてもらいます。
Your clan wants no part in something.
だから断ると言ってるんだ。たとえ100億200億積まれても答えは同じだ。それじゃ。
We get to know more about this?
会長。
うん。
今の電話、例の沖縄の一件では。
Silence means yes.
断っていいのでしょうか。
どういう意味だ？
お言葉ですが、今本家は直系白鵬会の上がりでやっていけてる状態です。もしあの沖縄の一件、うちが引き受ければ、この先10年は食っていけるだけの金が本家になだれ込みます。ざっと見積もって1000億。いや、 それ以上の金が。それに今あの男に恩を売っておけば後々政界との強いパイプが。
黙れ。そんなことは百も承知だ。だがあの土地は奪えねえ。
四代目の剣ですか。
登場界は四代目に何度も救われてきた。その人から居場所を奪うことはできねえ。おい。
はい。
急いで本部へ戻ってくれ。
会長、会食のご予定はどうされるんですか。
キャンセルだ。
Banquet will have to
それより
wait.
今沖縄の土地買収を勝手に進めるような連中が出ないよう組織を固める方が先決だ。
Alright, so back at headquarters.
Kaichou,
なんだ。
実は先ほど会長にお客様が。
誰だ。
それが
Who's the someone?
何。
本当です。どこからどう見てもご本人としか言いようがありません。
どこにいる。
今、会長室にお通ししてあります。
わかった。
We don't get to know who the someone is, do we? Maybe we do.
風間さん。あなた死んだはずじゃ。
驚かせましたか。
Hello.
これは。
今のあなたにとって
As a refresher,
ものです。
Kazuma is supposed to be dead.
これは沖縄の土地の権利書だが、あの土地には4代目が。
知ってますよ。あなたにはあの桐生一馬がいる。土地を奪うことはできない。だからあなたに代わって私たちが権利書を取ってきたんです。
どうしてそのことを。
今我々は東上界に沖縄の土地買収の件から降りてもらうわけにはいか
It's
な
a
い。
bit peculiar, though, considering
だが俺は
how much of a father figure Kazma's been.
もう手を引くと決めたんだ。
あなたは東上界の6代目。3万人の構成員を養うにはそんなことは言ってらんないでしょう。
それでも俺が断ると言ったら。
それは困りましたね。
And gunshot.
おじき、
中原は
今手術してます。
トラだ。親父の容体は。くそ。
さきちゃん、怖かったね。
サキ、お前は大丈夫だったのか。犯人は割れてんのか。
いえ、
和尚と二人きりのところを襲われたんで、親父は腹に数発食らったみたい
どこかの組の会士か？
で。いえ、多分土地買収の絡みです。事務所から例の土地の権利書がなくなってました。
何？
絶対玉城組の連中に決まってる。奴ら1年前のことで俺たちを逆恨みして。
いや、それがどうも違うみたいで。
ん？どうしたんだサキ？
誰ですか？
これは。
I'm sure you knows all too well.
これって。
兄貴、こいつ兄貴が知ってる人なんすか？
ああ、俺の死んだ親父、風間のおやっさんだ。
Kazuma coming back from the dead, leaving us with all sorts of mysteries. And this is still the prologue. Like, we're not even officially in Chapter 1 yet, I don't think. Well, now we are. New beginnings.
Today, 立つのね。
ああ。
そう。私もお別れを言いに来たわ。
Get to that later, though. I assume you'd like to pay your respects to the people you've lost first. Yeah, it might be nice to stop for a second and reflect on everything that's happened. First, Terada, who we lost at the end of Yakuza Kiwami 2. You're one of the leaders of a Kansai Yakuza conglomerate. That is a weird word to say. Today, in words that I struggle to pronounce, known as the Omi Alliance. Well, we're familiar with the Omi Alliance. Despite working for our rivals, you owed Kazuma-san a huge debt, leading you to try and stop the Tojo clan's infighting over the missing 10 billion yen. After seeing the kindness and generosity in your heart, I decided to leave the Tojo clan in your hands. To protect the weakened Tojo from the Omi Alliance, you opted to call a truce with their leader, Jin Goda. It was all part of a plot to take revenge for the Jingwon massacre from over 20 years earlier. The big old plot for Kiwami 2, and Yakuza 2 in general, really. Even so, you owed your life to Kazuma-san. That's why I chose to believe you when you asked me to trust you as you died. Because of you, Terada, I learned never to give up on people, even when things take a turn for the worst. I hope someday the Tojo clan becomes the kind of organization you always wanted it to be. Until that day, watch over them, please. Next step, Nishiki. As long as I can remember, you were my friend, and my brother. We were both taken in by Kazuma-san at Sunflower Orphanage, then joined a Yakuza organization called the Dojima family, led by Patriarch Sohei Dojima. But when Yumi got kidnapped, you murdered Dojima, and threw all our lives into turmoil. I decided to leave Yumi with you and spent 10 years in jail after taking the fall for the murder you committed. I sacrificed the world for you, yet Yumi's disappearance and your sister's illness led you down a path of despair. When I saw you again 10 years later, you were a changed man. All you cared about was becoming chairman of the Tojo clan. In the end, you and I fought over the 10 billion yen that had been stolen from the Tojo. Even still, you sacrificed yourself to save me. I wouldn't be standing here now if it wasn't for you. Rest in peace, Nishiki. You were a great friend right until the very end. Third up, Yumi. Still think back to the time you, and Nishiki spent at Sunflower. We sure had some fun, huh? Even after Nishiki and I joined up with the Dojima family, We never stopped spending time with you. Serena, the bar where you worked, ended up our favorite hangout spot. The three of us were happy then. Looking back on it now, it almost feels like a dream. Then on that fateful day, Sohei Dojima kidnapped you, and you had to watch while Nishiki murdered him. The shock of it all caused you to lose your memory. Before you regained it, though, you met a Diet member named Kyohei Jingu, and conceived a child with him, Haruka. Once you recovered your memory and learned of Jingu's plan, you left Haruka at Sunflower and began working with the chairman, Sarah, and Kazuma-san to stop him. Yumi, there's so much I wish I had gotten the chance to say to you. I'm sure the same goes for Haruka, so we'll be back to visit again, I promise. And finally, Kazuma-san. How can I repay you for everything you did for me? Even though you were a ranking Tojo officer, you devoted your life to Sunflower Orphanage and raised me and the other kids like we were your own flesh and blood. And when I got expelled from the clan and sentenced to 10 years in jail for the murder of Sohei Dojima, you were one of the only people who didn't abandon me. Then when I finally got out of prison, you used the Kazuma family to protect me from all the Tojo men who were out for my head. You even laid down your life to save Haruka. After your death, I took over as 4th chairman of the Tojo clan and managed to put a stop to the infighting. But I wanted to wash my hands of the Yakuza life, so I installed Terada as the 5th chairman. Like me, he owed you a massive debt. That wasn't the end of my involvement, though. So I came back into the fold to deal with the Jingwon Mafia's plot for revenge. You see, the Jingwon members you spared 20 years ago wanted revenge on the Dojima family for their downfall. But I managed to thwart their plans. And now the Tojo's at a crossroads yet again. But I have someone in mind to take over. Someone I trust to lead the clan back down the right path. Rest in peace, Kazuma-san. You deserve that much, and thank you for everything. Thanks have been paid. Are you finished, Kiryu-san? Done everything I need to. Yeah, I've done all I need to do. Right. I guess you'll be leaving then. Yep, heading down to Okinawa tomorrow morning. You know, I never pegged you as the kind of guy to start an orphanage. It's been a dream of mine to take care of kids, though. Just like Kazuma-san did for me when I had nowhere to turn. A textbook Kazuma Kiryu response, if I've ever heard one. But why Okinawa? There's a place there with ties to Sunflower. When their old manager died, they asked me if I knew anyone who might be able to lend a hand. And he said that person should be you. And it seemed like the perfect opportunity. Aren't many opportunities for an ex-Yakuza out in the wild anyway. I hear Okinawa is beautiful too. Yeah, and the orphanage is right down by the beach. You should come visit when you get the chance. I'd love that, but I doubt I'll be able to for a while. Why is that? Well, I'm actually leaving the country tomorrow. Where to? The US. They're starting a training program for a new branch of Metropolitan Police, and they've asked me to be an instructor. Is it really that simple? You'd probably try to stop me if I said more. Might be best to just leave it at that. Right. Well, I can't say I'm not happy for you. It's good to see you following your heart. I thought you'd say that, and besides, I don't think you'd like it very much if I turned them down to stay with you. Guess not. There's still a lot I want to accomplish as a police officer, Kiryu-san. Career goals, you know. And I think America's the best place for me to do that. You're probably right. So let's go our separate ways for now. I'll come find you once I've done what I need to do, okay? Promise. It's a promise. Friggin' spies, you two.
夢ね。ガス切れか。どうぞ。ああ、悪い。返さないで結構です。差し上げます。あ、一家じゃタバコは吸えませんから。
一課だと？私は来月付で4課から1課へ戻ります。極道相手の4課じゃ据えても、殺人事件を扱うエリートコースの1課じゃ据えませんからね。
昇進したのか？よかったじゃないか。
いやいや、そういうわけでもありませんよ。今回の東上会と近江連合の抗争、結局警視庁も府警も後手に回り何もすることはできませんでした。それに加えて倉橋課長と人言派の起こした警察内部の不祥事、警察としては大きな汚点を残す結果に。
じゃあなんで一課に戻るんだ？
口封じですよ。佐山君も私も今回の抗争事件に関わった人間は皆昇進。本人の希望部署に転属させることで不祥事をうやむやにするつもりなんでしょ
う。とはいえよかったじゃねえか。これでお前もまたエリートコースに戻れたわけだ。
まあそうなんですけど。
浮かねえ顔だな。
心配なんですよ。
何が？
今後のカムロ町が。警察は今後東上会や近江連合といった組織に対して一定の距離を取る方針です。今回の警察の失態を救ったのはある意味彼らでしたからね。
なるほどな。で何が心配なんだ？
私はまだ極道を信じてません。もし東上会の跡目が桐生さんじゃないなら、またカムロ町は昔のような荒れた町に。
大丈夫だ。
え？
あいつはちゃんと考えてるよ。奴はケツの吹き方を知ってる。カムロ町を去る前にやることはやってかずだ。
Yeah, because nothing's gonna go horribly wrong that's gonna set some complicated plot into motion.
今日はカムロ町にでも行くの？
ああ。和樹や優也たちに一言挨拶しないとな。それにどうしても一人話をしておかないとならない奴がいるんだ。
東上会のことね。
ああ。このまま行けば大悟が東上会の6代目を継ぐ。だが大悟はまだ若い。組みまとめるだけの力が足りない。
東上会を支えられる人間、誰か当てはあるの？
俺と同じように昔からの東上会を知っている人間が。
Oh boy.
なるほどね。けど堂島大吾に彼を飼いならすだけの度量があるかしら。
Only one person this can mean.
誰にも飼いならされるような玉じゃねえよ。
真島五郎。要は彼が今の東上会に魅力を感じるか、それだけってことね。
そうだな。
彼のこと説得できるかしら。
やるしかねえんだ。だから俺は今日どうしても真島に会う。そして奴を説得する。
殴り合うような展開にならないといいわね。
Oh, it will probably involve my
そ
fists.
ればっかりはわからない。
That's how we get anything done.
気をつけてね。
ああ、お前もな。じゃあ行ってくる。
バイバイ。おじさんとカムロ町を歩くのも今日が最後かもしれないんだね。
そんなことはないさ。またいつでも帰ってこられる。
And there's plenty of Yakuza games after this, and it wouldn't be a Yakuza game without Kamurocho in some way.
思いっきり遊びたい。おじさんと一緒に遊びたい。ダメ？
わかった。好きなだけ遊ぼうな。
Let's go see Uncle Kazuki and Uncle Yuya. Right, they deserve a farewell after all they've done for us. The boys at Stardust. Stardust is just down the street. Let's see what we got on our menu here, so... Chapter 1, New Beginnings, because we are working with a different engine since the last game. Because this is... I think this is basically the same engine as the original Yakuza 3 back on the PS3, but playing the remastered version on PS4. We got sub-stories here. A lot of sub-stories. But sub-stories will come at a later time. We'll worry about all the specifics with side content later on, because... Still getting our introductions out of the way. Put out the cigar really quick. So, what's with the getup? Oh, just getting my clean on. Those Goryu punks tore the place up real bad. Everyone's really been pitching in, though. They're doing all the work while you smoke? What? You got it all wrong, Haruka-chan. I was just taking a little breather. By the way, how are you feeling? What, me? Better than ever, man. It'll take more than a few punches to put a dent in old Yuya. Ugh, it hurts to laugh. If that's better than ever, I don't want to see what you hurt looks like. Oh, and how's Kazuki doing? Still over with the doc. Sounds like it's still gonna be a while till he can come home. But he's doing good. Glad to hear it. By the way, Yuya, we're actually here to say goodbye. Huh? What do you mean, goodbye? I'm moving to Okinawa. Gonna be taking over an orphanage down there. And you're going too, Haruka-chan? Mm-hmm. Place actually has pretty close ties to Sunflower, too. After what Haruka and I have been through, I think it'll feel good looking after some kids myself. Well, that's outright charitable of you, man. But I gotta say, it's gonna be lonely around here without you. It's not like we're gonna be that far. We can still see each other, you know. You can even come visit us sometime. You know, that ain't such a bad idea. I'll ask Kazuki-san about taking the team down there for our next vacation. Sounds like a plan. Speaking of, I'm actually thinking to go see Kazuki now. Oh, yeah? Sure, we'll be happy to see you. Hope so. Anyway, Yuya, take care of this place while Kazuki's out of commission, okay? I'll do what I can. Well, Kiryu-san, I guess this is it. Good luck down there. Oh, and you too, Haruka-chan. Bye, Uncle Yuya. Don't forget to come visit. That's one farewell down. One more farewell to go. Well... 2 more, but Majima is going to be a bit of an interesting farewell. Back to the clinic. This is where Uncle Kazuki is, right? Yep. Something up? Well, I was just thinking. Can we go have some fun after we see him? Of course, Haruka. Just a sec there, buddy. Can I help you? This town's no place to be bringing a little girl, old man. You get lost on your way to the fun fair? None of your business. Now back off, or I'll make you back off. Ooh, I'm so scared. Dude, what's with this asshole? Guy's pissing me off. Sure, pal. We'll back off. If you hand over some cash. I mean, that girl of yours gets an allowance, yeah? How about sharing the wealth? Sorry, not happening. Just fork it over, man. You won't get your ass beat in front of your kid, do ya? Same old thug, same old Kamurocho. You been listening, you old fuck? Look, if you get lost now, I'll forget this ever happened. But if you stick around, you're gonna pay. Promise. You think you can take us, asshole? You're the one who's gonna be paying today, man. Either in cash, or in blood. Your choice. I'll get you some blood if you want, but it's not gonna be mine if you catch me. Good one. You're gonna regret this. We'll see about that. Let's go. Engage tutorial fight. Alright. Standard step, press square over and over again to do your rush combo. Press triangle to use a finishing blow. Usually has a little bit of wind up, but hits harder. Circle to grab, and then you can attack with any of the face buttons. Or I'll pick you back up. No, not what I meant to do, but it works. Objects that have an arrow over them can be grabbed just like enemies. After grabbing an object, press square triangle to use it as a weapon. We'll take this hot pot flag, for example. Or this fragile beer bottle. Or a trash can. Trash cans are usually pretty effective. The gauge of the upper left screen is called the heat gauge. This gauge will fill up as you attack enemies. Once it's charged, you will enter heat mode and be surrounded by a blue aura. This mode comes with many advantages. And we're pretty familiar at this point with the heat gauge, but with it filled, you use secret techniques called heat actions. Various conditions, such as holding specific weapons, will enable you to use these moves. Triangle will appear at the top right of the screen when a heat action is available. Let's grab our beer bottle here. There's one heat action. Oh, we don't even need to restore our heat. The game just automatically does it for us. That's the second heat action, and throw you against the wall. 3 heat actions. Now all that's left is to just pop. Just give him a little poke. No, I'm good. I know how to fight now. Well, had enough? Shit. I'm sorry, man. We'll get out of your hair. No harm, no foul. Yeah? I don't remember saying you could leave. Please don't kick our asses anymore, old man. You really don't know how to talk to your elders, huh? Am I gonna have to beat some more manners into you? Wait, no. No more beating, please. Anything but more beating. Just please let us go. Maybe next time you'll remember your place. Yeah, of course. I'm going on the straight and narrow, promise. Fine, get out of here. Oh, thank God. I mean, thank God, sir. Come on, boys, let's leg it. Like I said, same old punks, same old Kamurocho. Kids these days. You alright, Haruka? Mm-hmm. Good. Now let's go see your Uncle Kazuki. Okay. No more punks wanna cause problems. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Kazuki, how are you feeling? Oh, Kiryu-san. Did you come all the way here just to see me? The doc says it'll be a while until I can go home, but I'm on the mend at least. Right. You're looking pretty healthy. Thanks. Means a lot coming from you. Uncle Kazuki? We're actually here to say goodbye. Goodbye? Are you two going somewhere, Kiryu-san? Yep, the Goryu and the Jingwon have been dealt with, and Daigo's come around to being the next chairman. My job here is done. We're moving to Okinawa. Okinawa, huh? That's pretty far. Yeah, that's kind of the point. Haruka and I are gonna be running an orphanage down there. Wow, I can't say we won't miss you, Kiryu-san, but I'm sure you'll be great. Yuya said pretty much the same thing. Oh, he also said you'd come visit us. We've been looking for places to take the boys for some team building. Can't think of a better place than Okinawa. You better not forget. Don't worry, Haruka-chan. We'll visit you soon. Kiryu-san, thank you for everything. I owe you my life. Don't be ridiculous. If it wasn't for me and the Tojo clan, you never would have ended up like this in the first place. I hope you can forgive me. Don't be like that, Kiryu-san. I can't imagine a Kamurocho without you. The town owes you and Kazuma-san more than you realize, so please. There's no need to apologize. If you say so. Thanks again, Kazuki. Of course, and take care of yourself, Kiryu-san. I will. Feel better soon, Uncle Kazuki. Thanks, Haruka-chan. Be good down in Okinawa, okay? I don't want to hear about you getting into any trouble. Okay, bye. Time to head to Okinawa? Oh, right. You're still here as well, Emoto. I hear you're leaving Kamurocho. Yeah, now that everything's settled down. By the way, how's Kazuki doing? He'll be fine soon enough. It's still some time till he'll be out in the street, but he's progressing nicely. Good to know. Did you drop in on the Tojo clan yet? Nope, and I'm not planning to. Daigo and Yayoi-san have enough on their plates already rebuilding the organization. Besides, the Tojo don't need me now that Daigo's in charge. I wouldn't be so sure about that. It's alright, I left a letter for Daigo over with Kashiwagi-san. There is one thing I need, though. What's that? I need to see a certain someone before I leave Kamurocho for good. Majima. You're gonna ask him to look after Daigo, huh? Yeah. If we want all the other families to accept Daigo as their leader, we need a big man like Majima to come forward and do it first. Can't you just step in if anyone starts giving him trouble? Why does it have to be Majima? I'm out of the clan, that's why. Besides... What? It's not that long ago that the Tojo wanted me dead. Even now I have my fair share of enemies in the clan. Meaning the Mad Dog's your only option. That's right. None of the patriarchs would dare mess with Majima, but if Daigo can show he's got him on a leash, the other families would have to follow suit. I get it. So, you're gonna go see him now? Yeah. Mind if I leave Haruka here while I'm out? What, the girl? Of course, of course. No problem at all. Thanks, Emoto. Are you going somewhere, Uncle Kaz? Yeah. I need to talk to Majima-san before we leave. Can I come? Sorry, but I need you to be a big girl and stay here, okay? Majima-san and I have some adult things to discuss. Oh, well... Are you going now? Thought we were going to spend some time together. Maybe a little more time. Can we spend some time with you, Haruka? Where can we go, anyway? What is... Let's look at our map here and see what we've got available to us. Zoom in. Well, we're kind of fenced into this small area. We could go grab a bite to eat together. Can I? Maybe not. Oh, I can go in here. No point eating, I'm not even hungry. Alright, fine. I guess we won't spend time with Haruka. Maybe later. Yeah, talk to Majima-san. Has to be now. Alright, just don't take too long, okay? Meet up with Majima. Better go see Majima-san. I'm sure he's somewhere in town. Guess I'll have to track down someone from his family. No real indication of where to go, so... wander for a bit, and... hopefully we get... oh, guess who's back? Well, 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 look who it is. Oh, you're the brats from before. What now? Ugh, you think you're hot shit, huh? I mean, I did kind of kick your ass, so yes. This is the guy, senpai. Oh ho! So you're the one who beat up my tender little friend here, huh? You're in trouble now, old man. Our senpai here's in the Kazuma family. Yeah, that's right. The guys who own the damn town. Well, you shitting yourself yet? Look at this bitch. He's so scared he can't even talk. What's wrong, cat? Got your tongue? Well, I hear it. You were acting real tough toward my pals here not too long ago. Well, guess what? I'm here to even the odds. You catch me? Look, man, I got a Kazuma family pin right here. They don't go handing these out on the street, you know? I'm a big man. I've got my big boy pin on. I'm proud of you. Now, if you don't want to meet my big fists, I might be able to find it in my heart to forgive you for a price. Huh. Shit are you laughing at? Kazuma family pin, huh? Funny. Back in my day, nobody dared brag about their loyalty without knowing who they were up against. That's how you get yourself killed, kid. Oh yeah? Look, just do yourselves a favor and run along now. I'm not interested in wasting my time with scum like you. You think you can boss Kazuma family boys around? I'm gonna bash your fucking brains in. Street thugs! So this is the tutorial on guarding. Hold down L1, you can guard. Whenever they attack you, very slowly. Hold R1 to assume a fighting stance. Move the left stick to strafe around whatever enemy you're locked into. Hold R1, walk around, you'll keep facing whoever you're locked onto. Standard stuff. Press X once quickly to move backwards. Or hold a direction with the left stick and press X to move in that direction. Quick stepping. Also good for, well, dodging attacks. Concludes the basic tutorial. Now to get rough with these punks. Ooh, one of them's got 2 health bars as well. Taking this. Up for some baseball? Goodbye. Let's take out these guys who are severely weakened at this point. Just make it into a one-on-one fight. Alright, just the one guy left. Let's grab a little something to throw on you. And a level up is ready. We'll be taking full advantage of that. No. I don't need to be... I do not need a second tutorial. What happened? I thought you were going to teach me a lesson. Shit, he's strong. What in the hell is going on over here? Someone causing trouble on our turf? Aniki, help. This guy is gonna fucking wreck us. Looks like he already did, Hiroshi. He starts shit with you? Yeah, he's got beef with the Kazuma family or something. Hold your horses there. You're the one who started this, not me. Ugh. Shut up, you old bitch. Oh, well, if I ain't the 4th chairman, how you been? Huh? Don't me. Go and introduce yourself, idiot. This man here is Kazuma Kiryu, the Tojo Clan 4th chairman. What? But... him? It's like Kiryu said. Know who you're picking a fight with first and foremost. It's an honor to meet you, sir. You there. You're Kazuma family, too? Yes, sir. The name's Aniki, but you can call me Aniki. I think I'll just stick to Aniki. Anyway, do you know where I can find Majima-san? That's a good question. Since he left the Tojo clan to start Majima construction, it's been impossible to know where he might pop up. Now, now that I think about it, he was actually scheduled for a meeting with the boss today. You might catch him over at the Kazuma family office if you're lucky. Thanks, I'll go take a look. Oh, and, 4th chairman? Yeah? My boys didn't offend you, did they? It was nothing. I could just use a little more education is all. That's so. Guess I'll have to beat some manners into them then. Don't worry, I already did. Just keep an eye on them. Make sure they take the lesson they learned today to heart. I'll do that, sir. Thank you, sir. Well, I should get going. Goodbye, 4th chairman. And the last battle tutorial, upgrades. We can improve our soul, tech, body, and heat. We can get, what do we want? Essence of Finishing is probably just going to be a helpful ability to get in general, so we'll start with that. Alright, it looks like the plot marker is pointing us towards the Millennium Tower. Because everything happens at the Millennium Tower. Oh, Kiryu-san. Nishita, right? What are you up to? Oh, well, the boss had some business with Kashiwagi-san, so I came over with him, but once we got here, he told me to just go home. The problem is, if I really do up and leave, I'll totally get chewed out later, so I'm sticking around for now. Huh. I was actually heading over to see Majima-san myself. Is he still with Kashiwagi-san? Doubt it. The boss thinks meetings are the most boring shit in the world. So I doubt it lasted longer than half an hour. Then, where is he now? On the roof, most likely. Looking down on the city. May not look it, but he's actually a big softie. What up, Alice? How goes? I'm sure he's torn up about leaving Kamurocho, Kiryu-san. And hey, don't tell the boss I said he's soft. I think I'd end up losing an eye on myself if he found out. I won't. Take care of yourself, Nishita. Same goes for you, Kiryu-san. Oh, before you go, the boss has been kinda catty lately. You might want to be careful. Who knows what'll set him off. What, here, you should take this. Better safe than sorry, I always say. Staminan. Staminan! Not one healing, but two. Yeah, Yakuza 3, yeah, it is more of a slog. Enemies are just generally a bit more tanky. Having played this as well as some of the later ones, I think they do improve more in Yakuza 4. But this is definitely the entry that is seen as the most divisive, at least among people I know.
カムロ町から消えるんか、桐生ちゃん。
ああ、だからあんたを探していた。
I am on normal difficulty.
どういうことや？
俺はな、兄さん。あんたに大悟を支えてほしいと思ってる。
What are you getting at, Kiryu-chan? I think I was pretty clear. You can't seriously want me going back to the Tojo. I do. Well, too bad. Ain't much point in it now. Clan's just not the barrel of monkeys it used to be. Listen, Majima-san. Daigo's taking over as 6th chairman. But he could end up in some trouble without a family of his own. Meaning, you want my muscle to backing him up. Please, your family's the only thing that can save the Tojo clan now. Gonna have to pass. Majima-san? Come on, Kiryu-chan. You know what I'm like. Living life caged up like a damn shelter dog ain't my scene, and you know it. But that's exactly what I'm doing. Giving up my freedom to keep my family afloat. But now you come marching up here, asking me to babysit your little protege. On top of that? Sorry, ain't gonna happen. Somehow I knew that's what you'd say, so it's time to start punching each other already. What? Majima-san, you want to be free, right? Yep. But instead you're feeling trapped. Cooped up. Yep. Well then this is the perfect chance for you to break out. Huh? The flying show you talking about. Once Daigo takes over, there'll be no shortage of people for you to fight. You can go wild like you've never gone before. How's that? You can be his enforcer. Anyone even thinks about betraying Daigo, you get full license to put them back in line. You say what I think you're saying, Kiryu-chan? You bet. It's time Kamurocho sees what the Majima family can really do. So I'm not asking you to babysit, Majima-san. I'm asking you to punch everybody's lights out. Because the more ass you kick, the better off the Tojo clan and Daigo will be. Removing the clothing nice and early. Take care, dear. Take off the shirt. Yeah. It's only chapter 1. We're already getting rid of the clothes. Oro Majima. Oh, great. I gotta deal with blocking all over the place. And again, it's only chapter 1. What up, Flagra? You know what? If all you're gonna do... that's not gonna work either. Actually, this might, though. I will throw you off this building if I need to, Majima, except then you're probably gonna, I don't know, die. Or find some way to live. I know how you operate. The throw does seem to be the most reliable way of damage against you without having to deal with the whole blocking nonsensory. Actually, a throw followed up by a rush combo when you get back up seems to be okay enough. I should try some other finishers. Super finish! Your heat gauge isn't filled, rapidly press R2. And then head press. Okay. That might be the good finisher, so like a 1-2 rush and then follow it up with a finishing move. Might work out alright since that attack's low. Or you can block anyway. Fuck it, I'm throwing you. Mad dog tamed! Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it.
やっぱりキルちゃんはごっついのう。
And it's like nothing happened.
これでほんまにお別れやな。
ああ。
寂しくなるな、キリュウちゃん。
大悟のことを頼んだ。
ああ。ただ一つ気がかりなことがある。
なんだ。
もし六代目がおかしな方向に進んでも、俺には止めることはできへんで。
どういう意味だ。
大悟。いや六代目はあんたと同じで人を信じやすいところがある。変な連中に利用されなきゃええんやが。
大丈夫だ。大悟はそんなバカな男じゃない。そろそろ俺は行く。登場会のこと頼んだぞ。
Zach was babysitting Majima.
しゃあない。真島五郎。一応やってるやないか。はあ、めんどくさ。せやけど、桐生ちゃんとの約束やし、しゃあないな。
Save game. Alright. I assume since we're saving, I think that's the end of chapter 1 then. Wasn't too lengthy. But then again, introductory chapter. The Ryudo encounter. Six months later.
Oji-san, ご飯まだ？
今真剣なんだ。話しかけるな。
こら、ダメでしょ、太一。
痛いよ、姉ちゃん。
ご飯作ってる時は邪魔しちゃダメって言ったのに。ほら、晩ご飯までみんなで遊んできなさい。
Need to do this cooking minigame in order to make you your food.
Kareeda! まだダメ。みんな揃ってからってルールでしょ。
はーい。わあ、カレーだ。
早く食べたい。集まったわね。あれ、泉は？泉ちゃん、どこだろう？
I've done some of Ishin's cooking mechanic or minigame. Didn't play too far into it because I'm gonna go all in on that when I start New Game Plus, but I don't know when I'm gonna get around to that.
別に大丈夫だって。
おじさん、どうする？
よし、探してこよう。お前たちは食べてていいぞ。
はーい、いただきます。
Find Izumi. Where do you think Izumi-chan went? Hard to say for sure. I'm gonna take a look around outside. You check the house, Haruka. Alright. You have access to a hideout. You can save your game, move items to the item box, reminisce on past events, and view your play stats. And your health will recover at a hideout. What kind of play stats, anyway? Stats. Zeros across the board, except for pedestrians knocked down. 1. Perfect. Alright, down to the beach. Oh wait, I see a shiny thing. I must collect shiny thing. It is not a coin locker key. I feel robbed. Alright, Fishing Champ magazine. It is clearly not a normal item, though. Valuables. I'll offer some great fishing tips. So probably for the fishing minigame, which... You'll get your time fishing minigame. What's wrong, Izumi? You're usually the first one at the dinner table. I don't want to eat right now. What? Are you feeling okay? Something's definitely bothering her. Probably something at school? Come on, Izumi. You can tell me. Hey, Uncle Kaz? What's up? Is not having parents a bad thing? Huh? The other kids at school were making fun of me because I don't have a mom and dad. How'd that even get brought up? Well, bring your parents to school days pretty soon, so everyone started asking what I was gonna do. Uh-huh. They said my parents can't come because they're dead. Why do kids have to be like this? Everyone knows I live with you, Uncle Kaz. It's not like I want you to pretend to be my dad or anything, but... But what, Izumi? You can tell me. It's really hard. Like, some of the other parents can't come because they're too busy, but nobody makes fun of those kids. Why not? Why can't I just have a real family like everyone else? You do have a real family like everyone else. Me, Haruka, and everyone else. May not be a family in the same sense as all the other kids, but as far as I'm concerned, it's the same kind of family. You know, having people to care about. People who care about you. Families come in all shapes and sizes. Having a real mom and dad isn't what matters here. But what matters is that you're surrounded by people who love you for who you are. But we're not related. Well, there's more to it than that. Related or not, you mean the world to all of us. That alone is enough to make us family. And besides, I don't think your classmates were really making fun of you. Huh? They've spent their whole lives with their moms and dads right by their side. They can't imagine it any other way. I'm sure they just don't realize how lonely life as an orphan can be. And they don't think I'm weird? That's right. If anything, I'd say they were genuinely concerned about you feeling lonely. As an orphan too, I know just how hard it can be. Even so, I'll always think of the man who brought me up as my real dad. And the other kids from my orphanage, they're my siblings. Throughout all my time there, the idea of not having a real family never even crossed my mind. So, you see, You have everything you could ever need right here at Morning Glory. Your family's just as real as any of the other kids at school. You don't need to be jealous of them. I'm not, it's just they say things sometimes. And when they do, you can tell them this. I'm not alone. I have 9 people in my family. 9? Me, Haruka, and the others. That makes 9. We're family, huh?
Ah. 俺はお前のお父さんにはなれない。でもお前がこの朝顔に来た時から家族だと思っている。
おじさん。泉ちゃん、みんなが待ってるよ。朝顔に戻ろう。ほら、泣かないでもう。
さあ、今日はカレーだ。戻って腹いっぱい食べよう。
You got plenty of curry. So much so that they didn't even take a bite. They waited for us to get back here.
泉がいねえのに食べられないからな。もうお腹ペコペコだよ。いいから早く座れ。
こっちおいで。泉ちゃん、早く早く。
おじさん早く食べようよ。
ああ。よし。それじゃあ。
いただき
ます。おいしいね。うん。
And this is one of the things I do enjoy about Yakuza 3, is seeing how the relationships between all the kids as well as Kiryu.
またこれが。立ち退きって書いてあるけど、私たち出ていかないといけないのかな。
Meanwhile, eviction!
最近知らない男の人たちもよく来ているみたいだし、朝顔のみんなも怖がってるんだよ。
ちょっと様子を見てくる。
Oh, who the fuck gave me this eviction notice? Kaz, we don't have to leave, do we? Not if I can help it. Not about to let those guys kick us out of our home. It must be Ryudo family boys. That's who's been sending us those letters. One way or another, it's gonna have to stop. I can't have them scaring you guys. Maybe I should pay this Ryudo family a little visit. Don't worry, Haruka. I'm not planning on getting into any fights. Even if they are Yakuza. Just be careful, Uncle Kaz. I will. Be back tonight. Go to the Ryudo family office. I like this outfit that Kiryu also has while down here in Okinawa. Got a nice summer outfit. Not as iconic as his normal attire, but I still like it. Ryudo family has gotta be somewhere around here. Guess I should start by looking for those guys from before. Pretty sure they were driving a little blue truck. Alright, keep an eye out for a blue truck. And this is new territory for us, though, since we haven't had a Yakuza game yet where we've been able to go to Okinawa. So, that said, looks like the game is fencing us in, so with only so many places to look, it shouldn't be that hard to find any sort of truck that stands out. I think that's it up ahead. That scene means yes.
Yo, チンピラ。
Hi.
さっきのなんだおっさ
お前ら流動一家の若いのじゃねえのか。
あだったらどうした。
ちゃんと賃貸料払っている仇にいきなりこんなもんちらつかせてどういう了見だ。
は仇だと笑わせんな。背中にあんなもんしょってる仇がどこにいるってんだ。
とにかく子供たちが怖がってるんだ。もう二度と顔見せるんじゃねえ。
俺らはな、内地からしゃしゃり出てきたやつが大嫌いなんだよ。とっとと沖縄から出ていけ。
それが立ち退きの理由か。
さあな、どうしても知りてえなら直接親父に聞くんだな。
That's exactly what I'm gonna go do.
どこへ行く気だ。
流動一家の事務所。お前らの親父とやらに会いに行く。
兄貴、今すぐ組に連絡を。わざわざ組に連絡入れるようなことするんじゃねえ。俺らの仕事はあんたの監視だ。だが好き勝手に事務所に行ってもらうような真似されちゃ困るんだよ。そんなことされたら俺の顔が潰れちまう。
じゃあどうすればいい。
どうしても生きてえってなら俺を倒してからにしな。
ほう、そんなことでいいのか。
なめた口聞いてんじゃねえぞおっさん。てめえ頭に本当に勝てると思ってんのか。
頭？
そうだ。兄貴は天下の流動一家の若頭、捨て頃のハブこと島袋力也さんだ。それでもやるっていうのかおっさ
ん。やめとけ。
あ
You better run. Put a sock in it.
自分の顔潰したくないんだろ。
そんなこと言ってやめようとしてんじゃねえよ、腰抜けのおっさん。
沖縄じゃどれだけ有名か知らねえが、そんな脅しが通るほど世の中甘くねえぜ。
持ってろ。どうだ。
なかなか立派な蛇だな。
Shoot snake.
ボケ蛇じゃねえよ、ハブ。ハブだ、ハブ。捨て頃のハブっつってんだろ。
ハブも蛇も同じだろ。
違うわ。ハブは沖縄の魂だ。俺は沖縄の心しょってんだよ。
相当地元のことを好きなんだな。
そうよ。内地のあんたに本物の沖縄もんの強さを教えてやるぜ。ミキオ、てめえは絶対に手出すな。はい。覚悟はいいな。
ああ。
行くぜ。はっ。痛いの見してやるぜ。
Time to tame us a snake. Sorry, Viper. Alright, Rikia. Actually, we did get a lot of experience from fighting Majima. Enough to bump everything up to level 2, so let's do exactly that. Well, grabbing seems to be not effective. Sad. Dodge counterattack strategy seems to be doing some numbers, though. Or, you know, just punch you until you die. That said, I've gotten a few good combos on you, and I feel like I haven't done as much damage as I would normally, but such is life. Alright, heat time. I had the dang heat icon show up. Oh, you son of a fuck. And alright, throw. Throw. Good, good, good. I'm just never gonna be able to beat you up with a chair, am I? Pick up. Son of a gun. Fine. Take a head press instead. Snake Charmer. I eat snakes. Wait. Don't think about that too much.
Yakuzaだ。お前の親父のところに案内してもらおうか。
はい。わかりました。
Ryudo office we go. Come on, follow me. Sounds good. Mikio, run on ahead and let the boss know we're coming. You got it, Aniki. Hey, I wanted to ask you about that tattoo you have. What about it? You said the Viper is a symbol of Okinawa, right? Then why'd you leave its eyes blank? Oh, well... My tattoo guy ended up passing away before he could get all the finishing touches in, so I decided to just leave it that way. Can't you get someone else to finish the job? I mean, I've thought about it and all, but I don't know if some random other artist could do his work justice. Wouldn't really feel right, you know? I guess. And with how important the Viper is, I gotta have someone who's real in tune with the soul of Okinawa. Haven't found anyone like that since my old guy died, though. Knowing Okinawa has nothing to do with it. The best tattoo artists know how to best reflect a man's soul, no matter the theme. A master artist should be able to do your Viper justice. Well, then, I hope I can find one someday. The world's a big place. I'm sure you'll come across someone sooner or later. Yeah, you might be right. Anyway, we should get moving. The boss will be waiting for us. We're gonna get to see a little bit more of Okinawa, because we basically came straight here, and that's all of Okinawa we've seen so far. Now we'll get a little bit more of an opportunity to look around, see the sights. Oh, Rikia. Where are you heading? You look like you're busting a dang gut over there. Just taking him to see the boss. That guy? Wow, he's built. Makes you look like a little kid with those tiny arms of yours, Rikia. Come on, man. Don't be like that. It was just a little joke. Hey, pal. You're not from around here, huh? Nope, but I've been on the island for almost a year now. Oh, a convert. How you liking Okinawa, friend? Probably never want to step foot on the mainland again, huh? Listen, man, we're kinda in a hurry here, so... Alright. Run along. Oh, and ask the boss if he wants to grab a drink tonight, will ya? Sure. See you later. Sorry about that. It's this way. Show me the way. Seems to be like the shopping district area for Okinawa. Lots of shops along the walls. Riki-chan, come say hello. Sorry, I'm kinda in a hurry here. Says the guy who spends all his time sitting on his touche. Gosh, that's too funny. You and Miki-chan spend more time lounging around getting fat than doing actual work. Come on, not in front of the guest. And what a guest he is. If only I were 20 years younger and a couple inches taller. Is that shit all you old ladies think about? Seriously, you're embarrassing me here. Anyway, we gotta get going. One sec, Riki-chan. Just got some nice bitter melanin. So I'll whip up a big old batch of Goya Chaplu for you, boys. Maybe I can bring it around the office later. I can't hang with the bitter shit. You know that. Anyway, no time to be staying around. We gotta go. Try bringing that can-do attitude to your work, too. You and Miki-chan can't keep goofing off all day. Sorry, she's kinda nosy. This way. Seems like the locals are on pretty good terms with the Ryodo. Keeping a positive public image, I can understand that, yeah. Hey there, Mikio. The boss inside? Yep, getting ready for our guest here. Well, this is the Ryodo family office. Come on in.
Ima, 親父を呼んできます。少しお待ちください。
The girl we saw in the opening, in the prologue.
おう、待たせたな、客人。あんたが桐生さんか。うちの力也が可愛がってもらったようだな。
あんたに話があってきた。
ああ、立ち退きの件だろ。
Yeah, why?
そうだ。どうして俺らが立ち退かなきゃならないのか。わけが知りたい。
さき。おいさき。ちょっとこのおじちゃんと話があるんだ。部屋に戻っててもらえるかな。
Now then, about the eviction notice. Who's the girl? My daughter. Name's Saki. You have a daughter? Not by blood. I took her in. Oh, maybe 3 years ago now? Huh. How about those eviction notices? I'm listening. I'm real sorry to be doing this to you, but I don't have a ton of choice in the matter. And why is that? Well, the family's owned the land you're sitting on for decades now. We built the houses over there ourselves and have been subletting them since, but now a potential buyer just come knocking, and we're not planning on turning them down. Someone wants the land? Yep. Sounds like it's gonna be the site of some fancy schmancy new resort. What, you hadn't heard? This is my first time, yeah. Well, the word is they're gonna plop a big resort on the land your little neighborhood's on now. Either that, or use it for a brand new American military base. It's been all over the news. So that's why you're trying to evict us. Yep. I've got to admit, my feelings are kind of mixed on the whole shebang, being Okinawa born and raised and all. But who am I to stand in the way of progress? So, what do you say? Think of it as a favor. Me and the rest of the Ryudo family will really owe you one. Look, Rikia told me about the orphanage. Trust me, I know from Sake how hard raising kids that age can be. But you mainlanders are practically made of money, right? Can't you just take your kids somewhere else? And if you really need some extra cash, we might be able to spot you a little something. Well, not a bad deal, huh? We're not gonna accept the deal. Yeah.
なんだと？
あんたの言い分は通っている。だがな、所詮それは極道の勝手な都合ってやつだ。
何？
俺も昔は極道だった。他人の生活に土足で踏み込んでは何かと理由をつけて、いいようにことを運ばせていた。だがな、そんな俺たちの事情で振り回された子供はどうなるんだ。俺はな、ここで施設をやっているうちはあいつらをそういう目に遭わせたくねえ。話は終わりだ。帰らせてもらう。
おいこら、ちょっと待て。
Oh no, we are done here.
沖縄で生まれて60年。内地から来たガキに説教されるほど追い惚れちゃいねえ。
あんた
Pulling out the blade, I see.
本当にそれでいいと思っているのか。
ああ？
今俺をここで殺して子供たちを追い出して、あんたそれで満足なのか。沖縄のことを愛しているなら俺たちを立ち退かせることよりももっと他に考えることがあるんじゃないのか。あんたが暴力で向かってくるなら構わない。そん時はこっちも手加減なしにやらせてもらうぜ。
End of chapter 2. Are we going into chapter 3 now? Hey, chapter 3, Power Struggle.
続いてのニュースです。
This is also around the time where the game starts to open up, so...
衆議院での通過を目指している沖縄米軍基地拡大法案のキーマン、田宮隆三防衛大臣と同時に開発が進められているリゾート開発の責任者、鈴木義信国土交通大臣が今日揃って現地沖縄へ視察に訪れました。日本防衛の鍵とも言われる弾道ミサイル防衛システム、通称新 BMD システムの導入を目指す田宮氏。一方、これまで沖縄米軍基地拡大法案に一貫して反対する立場を取りながら、沖縄の内需拡大のためリゾートの開発を推し進めてきた鈴木氏。意見の異なる両大臣揃っての沖縄訪問に政財界からの注目が集まっています。 タミヤ氏の現地到着に先駆け、空港前には基地の拡大に反対する市民が大勢詰めかけ、範囲を示すビラを配るなどする一方、鈴木氏はリゾート開発による内需拡大を支持する地域財界関係者に迎えられ、開発候補地の視察へと向かいました。タミヤ氏の米軍基地拡大法案、鈴木氏のリゾート開発、ともに現地でも意見が割れており、法案成立に向け両大臣とも各方面との調整が必要と思われます。
確かに BMD の導入は今の日本にとっては重要なことです。しかしこれ以上沖縄に
Looks like this is introducing us to the political side of things involved in the plot.
軽減するためにも内需拡大を見据えてリゾートを開発することで、なんとか地域の振興に貢献していきたいと、そう考えているわけです。
国を守ることは私の責務だ。それ以上言うことはない。
空港到着後、インタビューに応じた鈴木氏とは対照的に、タミヤ氏は足早に車に乗り込み、現地の視察へと向かいました。突然の両大臣の沖縄訪問に、野党からは鈴木氏の沖縄リゾート開発にタミヤ氏が便乗する形で強引に米軍基地拡大法案を進めようとしているのではないかと疑問の声が上がっています。地元の住民の反応はどうなんでしょうか。
基地がまた拡大するのは嫌だけど、リゾートで沖縄が潤うんだったらまあいいのかなって。
お隣の国がミサイルを撃つっつったって沖縄じゃなくて東京とかを狙うわけでしょ。タミヤさんはさ、結局沖縄のことなんか考えてないんだよ。
次期総裁候補として呼び声の高い鈴木タミヤ両氏の沖縄での行動に今後も注目が集まります。続いてのニュースです。
And that's the news.
今のニュース、ここの立ち退きの話なのかな。
Talked to those guys in the truck, right? How did it go? They wanted to buy us out, but I turned them down. Somehow I doubt that's the end of it, though. Oh. Uncle Kaz? Are we gonna have to leave Okinawa? Don't worry, Haruka. I'm not gonna let that happen. Trust me. Everything's gonna be fine. Okay, I believe you. Oh, I almost forgot. What's up? Well, it's probably nothing, but Shiro's been kinda down since he got home from school. I wonder why. Did you ask him what was wrong? Yeah, but it didn't seem like he wanted to talk to me. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Thanks for letting me know. Time to find Shiro. Where is Shiro? No? Have you seen Shiro around? Nope. What about you, Riona? Haven't seen me either. Maybe he's off playing somewhere? Okay. In fact, let's look at profiles. This is a bunch of new characters essentially being added. All the kids of the orphanage, so you know who exactly we're looking for here. And looks like we have found him. Hey there, Shiro. Everything okay? I'm fine. You don't look fine. Everyone else is having fun outside, but you're sitting here all by yourself. You sure you're okay? Just leave me alone. Something happened at school. No. Okay, stomach? Not really. What about something to do with a girl? What do you mean? Well, you're at the age that boys start... That's not it. Just leave me alone, okay? Guess I was wrong. Doesn't look like he wants to talk. Maybe the other kids should know something. Can I actually level up, come to think of it? Yeah, I've got enough experience. What do I want to level up, though? Yeah, Essence of Slamming. Grab Escape plus a health increase. Rising kick and stability. I think I'm gonna grab the heat action. Essence of slamming. Alright, do you know anything about what's happening? It's about Shiro? Yeah, something's definitely up. Do you know if he's having trouble at school? I'm not sure. We're not in the same grade. Have you heard anything, Izumi-chan? Nope. We're in different classes, so... Right. Want me to try asking him? Nah, it's okay. If he's gonna open up to anyone, it'd probably be another guy. I'll give it another shot. I don't know where you're expecting to get compared to last time, Kiryu, but... Sure. You sure you're feeling alright, Shiro? I said I'm fine. You don't seem fine. Why don't you listen? Just leave me alone. Yeah, that got us nowhere. About you. Something's up with Shiro. You two know if anything happened at school? I don't. We barely even see each other most days. What about you, Riona? Same. He's in a way lower grade than me, so our classes are really far away. Sorry. It's alright. Let me figure out what's wrong, Uncle Kaz. How are you gonna do that? Easy, I'll just put him in a headlock. That'll get him talking in no time. Hey, that's a good idea. Maybe I could take him too. Come on, you two. You should be looking out for Shiro, not trying to beat him up. That's what being an older sibling is all about. I thought you knew better. Never mind, I'll do it. And keep your hands to yourself, Koji. You're just gonna make things worse. Alright. There's not much there. Not much new info, anyway. Taichi, Mitsuo. Not now, Uncle Kaz. He's just about to go in for the body slam. Give the games a rest and listen. Alright, what's up? It's about Shiro. Wait, he wasn't in our room? He was, but he won't talk to me. He's just sitting curled up in the corner. Yeah, he's been doing that a lot lately. What? Why? Probably because he's been getting bullied. Bullied? How do you know? I found him crying in the boys' room at school a couple weeks ago, so I asked him what was wrong. And that's when he told you about the bullying. Yeah. I think it's been getting worse, though. What makes you say that? Well, I thought it'd be funny to barge in on him when he was taking a bath, but he had bruises all over his body. And he doesn't do sports or nothing, so he wouldn't have gotten them from that. Did you tell a teacher? Nuh-uh. The bullying always gets worse if you tattle. Besides, I've heard enough. I'll talk to the teacher myself. Wait, Uncle Kaz. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Too late, I've got the phone. Ryukyu Elementary, Hashimoto speaking. Hi there, my name's Kiryu from Morning Glory, and... the orphanage, right? You must be the guardian for all those poor kids. And who are you exactly? Oh, just one of the teachers here at the school. Perfect. I'm actually calling about one of my kids, Shiro. Could I speak with this teacher? That would be me. What seems to be the problem? Well, I have reason to believe he's been getting bullied. Bullied? What evidence do you have of that, Is this some kind of joke? Trust me, I'm not the joking type. Shiro's holed up in his room right now, not talking to anyone. Apparently there have been bruises on his body, too. I assure you, there is no chance such awful behavior would take place at our school. What about the other orphans? Who knows what those kids of yours get up to without parents to keep them in check? What did you say? Honestly, I'm sick and tired of all these nervous parents whining to me about their children. Raising them is your responsibility, not mine. Though I suppose your case may be a lost cause. Goodbye, Kiryu-san. Why? What was his problem? Uncle Kaz? Don't worry, Taichi. I'm gonna make sure this never happens again. But it's okay. I'll get Shiro to talk. No help from any sort of teacher who feigns ignorance. Or is just ignorant, who knows? Alright. Talk with me, Shiro. I want you to tell me what happened. You can trust me, Shiro. Please. All I want is for you to be happy. You and everyone else here. I'm not gonna just stand around doing nothing when you're so clearly in need of help. Come on, just tell me what's going on. Is someone bullying you? That's an affirmative nod. Alright. I'll go have a talk with your school. You can't. Why not? I already spoke to your teacher, but he wasn't a whole lot of help. Shiro? Anybody else filming in? Why doesn't Shiro want me going to his school? There has to be a reason. Maybe I could just cut out the middleman and talk to the bully's parents directly. Taichi seems to know a lot about what's been going on. He might be able to point me in the right direction. Is Taichi still... Nope. Taichi's over here. Oh, Uncle Kaz. Don't tell anyone about this, but do you think you can find out who's been bullying Shiro for me? I already know. That's what I was trying to tell you before. Who is it? Some kid named Yoshinori, but what? It's kinda complicated. Yoshinori is the son of Shiro's teacher, Hashimoto. So that's how it is, huh? The same Hashimoto we were just speaking with. You sure? Hashimoto would be in big trouble if he admitted his own son was a bully, so I don't know if he'll ever fess up. Well, now I really need to get involved. I'd better check with Shiro again to make sure. Uncle Kaz? Shiro, we know who's bullying you, and we're gonna do something about it. I'm just not sure what yet. Taichi told me all about what's been going on. Has the teacher's son really been bullying you? Yeah. Why didn't you tell me sooner? Please, Shiro. I need you to talk to me. But Yoshinori, he says Dad plays golf with Akasaka-sensei from the city council. They'd get them to shut Morning Glory down if I tattled on them. Guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It's okay, Shiro. Don't cry. I'm not crying. I'm just frustrated. Yoshinori only picks on kids when he knows they're not going to fight back. It's not right. Don't worry. Morning Glory's not going anywhere. Huh? I promise. So next time he tries to mess with you, I want you to stand up for yourself. You hear me? Mm-hmm. Probably not gonna be the end of this. Figured out why Shiro's so down, but that's not enough. I've got to fix this somehow. Everything okay, Kiryu-san? No. You look kind of worried. Hi there, Miara-san. It turns out Shiro's been getting bullied at school. What? Who would go after a sweet kid like Shiro-kun? I like to give them a piece of my mind. Well, it's a kid named Yoshinori, but his dad's the real problem. Apparently he's pretty tight with Asasaka-sensei. Meaning if I don't go about this the right way, they'll get city council to come shut my orphanage down. Really? That doesn't seem like the Akasaka-san I know. Wait, you know him? Of course, he's famous around these parts. Well, as famous as city councilman can be. Anyway, he's definitely the honest type. Not the kind of guy to use his position to settle grudges. Why don't you go talk to him? He loves chatting with his constituents. So, I'm sure he'd be willing. Even so, I can't just go marching into City Hall over this. Maybe if there was somewhere else I could run into him. Oh, why don't you try the golf course? Why the golf course? That's where he spends most of his free time. They say he wouldn't be caught dead without his trusty set of clubs. Apparently he loves it so much he forgets to eat sometimes. But golf balls can't fill an empty stomach, you know? Not with that attitude. Huh. Wonder how even he finds time to work. Second that, Kiryu-san. Anyway, the monorail is the best way there. Just get off at the golf course station, and you're golden. Thanks a ton, Miara-san. Time to go find out if those rumors are true. Head back for Okinawa. Head back to the main part of the city. You now take a taxi or monorail trip to the golf course. Yes, but also, we can start exploring the city freely, and we've got some sub-stories. Why don't you tell me where Takia is? A man came by and took him. I don't know what to tell you, Kurumi-san. He said he was a friend of yours. He even had me listen to a message you'd left on his phone, asking him to pick up Takia for you. But I did no such thing. Oh, a new message. What does it say? You have Takia. If you want him back, come get him. Alone. And leave the Kamuro PD out of it. Oh, Takia, I can't lose you. I don't know what to do. Sounds like there's been a kidnapping. I should go see if she needs help. Sorry, I couldn't help but overhear. Did you say your child has been kidnapped? Sorry, who are you? I'm Kiryu, and I run the Morning Glory orphanage just down the road. If a kid's been abducted, well, you can understand my concern. Oh, so you're a teacher? All I know is that Takia was taken from this hospital. I just got a ransom note. You have Takia. Come alone. But it's far too dangerous. We need to alert the authorities. I will be the authorities. If I call the police, and they hunt down my darling Takia, I'd never be able to live with myself. What on earth should I do? Please, Kiryu-san, can you help me? You take care of children every day. Surely you understand what I'm going through. Yeah, I'm on it. Let's go get Takia back. Oh, thank you so much. Be careful, okay? Is this the place? According to the text message, they should be waiting in a vacant parking area just ahead. An empty lot, huh? Alright. Ooh, do we jump right in? Do we wait and see? Okay, we'll jump right in. Hey, are you the punk you kidnapped Takia? Hand him over now. Who the hell are you? Kurumi's newest flame? Well, that's just perfect, because you're about to get flamed. Another day, another street thug. You're going down way easier than... I mean, to be fair, last few fights have been some boss fights, so... they were expected to be a bit more challenging. Oh god, oh god, oh god! I'm so sorry. Where's Takia? He'd better be okay. What's this dog doing here? Takia, oh my poor little baby. Mommy's gonna make it all better. Takia is a dog? Don't call him that. He's a very important part of my family. Were you scared, my precious angel? Oh, don't be afraid. Mommy's here. I'm the one who gave you that rotten mutt, damn it. You were over the moon. Went on and on about how much you love me. I saw the voicemail on my cell. Use that voicemail to trick the vet. With all the low-down, nasty things to do. You're twisted. But it worked, didn't it? Everything I did for one last chance to see you again. So this guy's a stalker. Now that's just creepy. Imagine, kidnapping for attention. Pull a stunt like this again, I'm going to the police. I can't thank you enough for all your help, Kiryu-san. It's not much, but please, take this. 10,000 yen's 10,000 yen. Ugh. What should I do? I won't tell you how to feel, but if you ask me, you really need a better way to express yourself. Our first sub-story done. Oh, and level up ready. Why can I not pause? There. Kept hitting the start button and nothing was happening. Let's grab this, because that's going to up our maximum health, and more maximum health is always a good thing. What's going on here? Hey, what's wrong? You look like a vein's about to pop. Oh, well, I probably should be bothering a random stranger with this, but business hasn't been so good lately. You mean at this cabaret club? That's right. I'm the manager here, and it's a long story. Hey, would you mind if I asked you for some advice? Sure, I've got time to kill. Thank you. I'd hate to make you stay in the streets, so let's talk inside. Actually, there's a girl named Natsume who works at the club. She's the #1 hostess on the roster. She's pretty, she brings in the crowd. She's even got wealthy members of the elite wrapped around her finger. It's unbelievable. Oh, that's a good thing, right? Well, not exactly. Natsume has started using her status as leverage to influence the club's business decisions. On top of that, she's developed a terrible attitude at work. And it seems she wants me fired from the club. Oh, why don't you fire her first then? I can't do that. She's responsible for so much of our revenue that losing her would completely be the end of us. Sassy as she is. I just don't understand how a person could start out with such passion and optimism, yet turn out so cold and conniving. Maybe if I wasn't such a fool of a manager. Oh, well, if it isn't our hard-working manager. Just what are you plotting over here? Oh, Natsume-chan. Haven't seen you around before. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm off to Hawaii as it is. Hold down the fort for me, okay? Hey, you can't just up and abandon us. This is your job. Not to burst your bubble, but my ride's almost here. Catch you later, Daddy-O. You have your work cut out for you. He really has no control over her, huh? Hey, wait. I just had the best idea. Why don't you work at our club for a while? What? It'll be great. You come work for us, bring in some cash for yourself, and coach a fine young lady to knock Natsume off her throne. I have a hunch that she's the type that'll only come to her senses once she loses that top position. And I'll admit my leadership hasn't amounted to much, but I'm sure you've got the grit to get the job done. So, when can you start? How about now? Well, I don't know if I'll be of much help, but I suppose I could give it a shot. Trust me, you'd be helping us out plenty. Well, let me introduce myself then. I'm Sakaki, and you are? I'm Kiryu. Kiryu-san. I'd like you to recruit a new hostess right away. Wait, I'm not going to be coaching the hostess already working for you? I'm afraid all our girls have fallen under Natsume's spell, so there won't be much you can do. It'd be far more effective to start with someone you brought in yourself. I guess that makes sense. Also, here are some operating funds. Sorry if it's not much, but it'll be useful for at least a few major expenses. 100,000 yen, but it looks like it's its own separate currency. I want one of our staff members bring you up to speed. How about Koji? He'll know what to do. Koji, one of the staff members here. It's truly a pleasure to meet you. Likewise, I'm Kiryu. I'll be assisting you going forward, Kiryu-san. Now, let's recruit a new hostess. Okay, what should we do first? Simple. All you need to do is look for charming girls in downtown Ryukyu and approach them. Surely some of them are qualified to work here. Kiryu-san, if you see someone who's a good fit, please bring her over to the club. We only have room for one extra staff member, so please make sure you bring someone who genuinely interests you. Well, I'll be leaving it to you. Thank you for your help. We just have to do everything here, don't we? I'm so used now to... So, in previous Yakuza games, hitting the select button, or rather, clicking the touchpad, would bring up the map, but now it just brings up what chapter we're on and what we need to do next, and the option to return to title if we want to, but I miss it being a hotkey to bring up the map, which means I'm going to be doing that a lot. Right, clicking the thing, thinking, yeah, it's gonna bring up the map, and then it doesn't, and then I get a little sad inside. We'll keep an eye out for somebody to bring in as a hostess, but I do see another sub-story marker down here at the south end of the map, so... Oh, hi. Yes, can I help you? Can I punch you? And this shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. Just your everyday punks. Nothing to worry about. Remorse-filled Toughness Z. Excellent. I'm curious about Tokyo. You're not from Okinawa, are you? Did you come here from Tokyo? Yeah. I knew it. Never seen anyone from Okinawa wear expensive leather shoes with pointy toes like that. Can you really tell where I'm from just by my shoes? Never mind that. Anyway, I've always wanted to visit Tokyo. Maybe you could tell me about it. I'll get you something to make up for it. Promise. Sure, let's tell you about the wondrous stories of Tokyo. It's probably like right near here, so let's grab some drinks and talk away. I'm Kaede Anya. You can just call me Kaede. I'm Kiryu. I used to live in Kamurocho, if you've heard of it. It's one of the seedier parts of Tokyo. Nope, definitely don't know it. I'm so jealous, though. The closest I've ever gotten was a field trip to Kyoto. I mean, there's so much to love about Tokyo, right? All we've got here in Okinawa is fish and salty air. I don't know, I think Okinawa has its charms. But it's nothing compared to Tokyo. Ah, gee, I sure wish I could live up there, but I guess hearing about it is a good start for now. Sure, what do you want to know? Well, if I'm gonna move up there, I would have to find a place to live, right? How much is rent? Start with a basic studio. Studio goes for around 100,000 yen. What's a studio? Like a photography studio or something? Why would you live in a place like that? It just means one-room apartment. You don't really need much more than that if you're living alone. Trust me. 100 grand for just one room? But you can get a whole house down here for that price. Jeez, people in Tokyo must spend their entire income on rent alone. Not everyone, but I suppose some do, yeah. Anyway, next question. If I do end up living in Tokyo, I should bring my car with me. Should I bring my car with me? Everyone's always driving around the city on TV and stuff. Never be able to shop without a car anyway. Plus, how would I even get around? I drove into town today, after all. Parking fees can be expensive. Parking fees are pretty expensive in Tokyo, you know. How bad could it be, like 3,000 a month? I can manage that no problem. Hardly. It'd be more like 30,000. What? That's practically what I'd be paying for rent. Or do people just live out in their cars in Tokyo? Well, there you are, Kaede. Knew I'd find you here. Oh, Momiji-chan. You sure do know me well. It's not hard to guess when you always go to the same bar. So, who's this? This is Kiryu-san. He's from Tokyo. We were just chatting. You're still thinking about moving? Sorry about my friend here, sir. She's so starstruck by the big city. We keep trying to tell her that she won't last a minute up in Tokyo, but she refuses to listen. That's not true. I can do it if I try, you know. Please, Kiryu-san. You know Tokyo best. Tell her why it would be such a bad idea. Friend, I'm gonna say your friend's right. Yeah, it at least won't be easy. See, he's from Tokyo, and even he agrees with me. Still, I won't know unless I try. Besides, I really want to give it a shot. It might be tough, but if you're really that dead set on going, there's no point stopping you. But, I know you're worried, but if Kaede never gets the chance to do what she wants, she might end up resenting you for it. I'll manage, don't worry. And if I need help, I'll just give Kiryu-san a call. What? Is that okay? Well, I did tell you to go. Here's my number. Give me a ring if you ever need a hand. Wow, thanks. It's not much, but take this. A burger. Okay. I'll take care of the tab. Alright, sounds like Kaede will end up in Tokyo before too long. Well, maybe if we're hanging around Kamurocho. Might be able to make a stop by. Hey, what about her? As far as being a hostess goes, she might be a good fit. Let's see here. We want to bring her on board? Doesn't seem like a talker, and I doubt she knows all that much about the world. But I can tell she's very diligent. Maybe I should approach her. Approach! Let's see what I can come up with. Hello there. Huh? What? Oh, were you talking to me? Yeah. Sorry this is coming out of nowhere, but I find you absolutely fascinating. Could I have a moment of your time? You may. What do you want to talk about? I'd like to introduce you to a job I think is perfect for you. Oh, you're a recruiter? For one of those cabaret clubs? Yeah. I'm at a club over on Hatsumachi. It does sound somewhat appealing. I mean, I could always use the work. Well, what are we waiting for? Show me this club of yours. With pleasure. Oh, and the name's Kiryu. Kazuma Kiryu. Alright then, Kazuma Kiryu. You can call me Joe. I'm 21, I love to garden, and I'm licensed in CPR. Anyway, that's me in a nutshell. Take it or leave it. Welcome to our club. We specialize in helping our hostesses reach the top of the industry. But first, we need to decide on a stage name for you. Something that would fit the persona you want to project. Put in any name we want, but we can stick with the default. Joe, huh? That's a good name. From now on, you'll use that while working at the club. Awesome. I am very much looking forward to this. Alright, let's get you changed into an outfit worthy of your grace and charm. See, as soon as you walk out that door, you'll be reborn as a head-turning queen of the night. Alrighty, time to begin hostess making. Let's give you a gorgeous dress. I work on your appearance a little bit more later, but... Is that the new girl? Yeah, and you are? Amaya. Ah, and you must be the new guy. I guess that makes me your senpai. I suppose I should teach you the tricks of the trade to help this job go smoothly. Otherwise, I won't be much of a senpai now, would I? So when it comes to doing well as a hostess, customer satisfaction is everything, right? Right. That's why it's important to get a grasp on the customer's preferences and do your best to satisfy them. You should be able to get an idea of what the guests want when you walk the floor. You know, just get out there and see what you can learn. Use your eyes and ears. So you're saying that I should gather information and coordinate Joe's attributes and appearance. That way she can better satisfy the customers. Yep. Am I being a little too much? Either way, do your best and don't get stressed. Both of you guys. Feel for your customers' preferences by walking around the club, return to the break room, coordinate your hostess to fit the ideal image. Alright. What are we hearing? Nice, gorgeous girl to come sit on my lap. Drop dead gorgeous, so... Gorgeous girl, so looks like appearance is what they want. I mean, I did give her a gorgeous dress, so... Right on our way to that. The way things work around here is girls go out onto the floor a total of 3 times to serve customers. Each service is followed by a break period. During that time, you can train your hostess of choice and coordinate their appearance. I'll explain training another time. Yeah, let's not get everything all at once, but we can do some more dress up. Let's go... What should we use? Let's use loose curls. Now, what about makeup? Eyebrows. Eyelashes. I'm using a guide for this because I do not want to... I don't want to be losing my brain cells at this. This one. Stay off. And the blush. With a brush. Yeah, you can stay off lipstick. Go that. Now for accessories. Earrings. Let's put those on you. Necklace. We'll go with simple. Nails. Well, if they wanted gorgeous. Heart ring. And for a watch, we'll just go with a simple watch. That should do for now. Except it's gonna cost us too much money. Okay. We'll do away with the watch then. Yeah, that fits in our budget. And that's way better. Alright, back to the club. Gorgeous girls, gorgeous girls. And it looks like she's getting customers now as well. Keeping herself occupied. Does that make me shallow? Yes, it does. Not really much else for us to do here. We already did our dress up. We might do some more dress up a bit later. But this is basically how the cabaret club works. You just walk around the club a bit. Go back to the back room. Rinse and repeat. Way to go, Joe-san. You really got a nice aesthetic there, and I know for a fact the customers noticed too. Keep up the good work and you'll be #1 in no time. Thanks for your support. Of course, we hostesses gotta stick together, you know? Kiryu-san, Joe-san's rank went up. I can tell you've both been putting a lot into it. Keep up the excellent work. Great work today, and let's aim for the next milestone. Let's see here. Total sales, not bad. Oh, but individual sales for Joe. Okay, so that's total sales for the entire club. But I think we're going to be more interested in the individual sales from Joe. Rank 25. Got a way to go before we hit the #1. But the #1 spot's not going to hit itself. Do we have any other sub-stories? There is another sub-story on the map. I'll worry about that a bit later because Welcome to my nightmare. Cute like an idol. Super cute idol look. So that's what the tastes are for today. For each service round, you can conduct training. Training allows you to improve the service stats of the hostesses, so it's important to train consistently. Looks, smarts, and charisma, as well as motivation and stress, can be affected by training. All are important factors when taking a customer service into account. Some customers may pay more attention to those subtle details as opposed to what outfit she's wearing. After all, it's what's on the inside that counts. However, please be aware that excessive training will make a hostess stressed out. This can be remedied by having a hostess rest during break. Use both coordination and training to cultivate an excellent hostess. Remember, we're aiming for the top here. Let's give training a try. What could we train? So let's start with looks. Makeup, hair, posture, all these things send certain signals to a man. Have a ways to go. Okay, so didn't end up paying out. And your stress has gone up. Alright, back to the club then. Now for break 2. Well, looks didn't pan out. Let's try talking tips. See what happens. Alright. Sounds like this went by a little bit better. Yep, charisma is improved, although it's still D rank. Stress is getting high, so we might just have her take a break during the next break. Use that time however she wants. Free time. Make the most of your time. You seem pretty energetic. Oh, for sure. Yep, I'm all back together. Let's do this. Looks like smarts went up a little bit, and stress went down a little bit, which budging stress is part of the aim. Gorgeous extravagant, gorgeous girls. So gorgeous is the taste of the day again, but I think that's the end of our shift. How did this shift go? Made a few more sales. Motivation went up as well. Still sitting at number 25, though. It'll be a bit. Yeah, let's go take care of that other sub-story. I don't want to, like, do all the hostess stuff all at once because it's just going to get mind-numbing after a while, so we'll give it a little break and we'll come back to it a bit later. Probably later in the stream, because knowing how I am, I'm going to want to get it done ASAP just so I don't have to think about it anymore. I know how I operate. What sub-story do we have here? Stop giving me the runaround, man. You're in the wrong here for owing all this money. And now you're gonna pay. Please, not my Aomori. It's the only thing keeping my family going. Fine, then I'll just take the land you're sitting on instead. Bring out the deed now. What? But my ancestors established this distillery generations ago. I can't just hand it over like that. A deed, huh? Maybe this has something to do with that resort development deal. What's going on here? You mentioned a land deed. Please help me. This guy's after my Aomori. I don't know who you are or where you came from, but you'd better stay out of our business. This has got something to do with the resort development, then I'm afraid it's my business too. I've taken somewhat of an interest in that issue. Huh? I ain't talking about any resort. This chump owes me a fat stack of cash. Let's just tell him that if he can't pay up, then he can make good on his debt by giving me the deed to his land. So that's what this is about. This is going nowhere. I'll let you off the hook today. Either pay up in full, or bring me that deed. Your choice. How much you saved me from that brute? Not really. It sounded like you're still gonna have to pay off that debt. Yes, of course. I did borrow that money after all. But I didn't have a choice. If I hadn't taken out that loan, the distillery would have gone belly up. You run a distillery? That's right. It's a bar nearby where we make our own local spirits. Aomori, if you never heard of it. Oh, and my name's Matsushima. Kiryu. Good meeting you, Kiryu-san. A few years back, I borrowed 20 mil to try and expand my business. Compete with the other big distilleries in town. You know. And I take the investment didn't pay off. Actually, it was a resounding success, but we aged our Aomori for years to create the perfect flavor. Turns out the deadline to pay back those loans came around while this most recent batch is still aging. When was the deadline? It's actually not for another year still, but now they're saying if I don't pay back the full 20 million in a week, I'm going to have to hand over the distillery. That's absurd. Don't you have a contract? About that, I looked over the fine print, and it did say the lender had the right to demand repayment before the deadline. That's how they get you. Still, only a week? They must really be in a hurry. If only I had another year, I could pay it back for sure. What do you mean? Oh, that's when the Aomori will be ready for market. I'll be able to pay off my debt, no questions asked. I tried to explain that to the loan shark, but he kept insisting I pay them right now. Maybe if I could find that heirloom Grandpa told me about. What's this about an heirloom? Oh, just something my grandfather mentioned on his deathbed. He said if I was ever in trouble, I could sell our extremely valuable family heirloom for extra cash. But I don't have the slightest idea where it is, or if it even exists, for that matter. I've heard that story before. Most family heirlooms don't end up being in the windfalls people expect them to be. Why don't you talk to that loan shark again? Try to explain your current situation. That might be better than putting all your eggs in this heirloom basket. He already knows my situation. That's why he's demanding I pay now. He just wants to steal the distillery from me. And the stock of Aomori we have aging. That'll net him way more than just the 20 million I owe. That must have been his goal from the beginning then. Accept the contract, then go back on and take not just the distillery, but the booze too. Family heirloom's my only hope. Apparently he's buried somewhere on the beach near some orphanage. Evening Pride, I think it's called? Something like that. Wait, you mean Morning Glory? Oh yeah, that's the one. You know it? Know it? I run the place. Never guessed there'd be buried treasure nearby, though. What luck! Fate must have brought us together. Please, would you consider helping me find this precious heirloom? I'll make it worth your time, I promise. Yeah, let's save the place. Aomori is an essential part of Okinawan culture, so I won't just stand by while you get threatened. Let's find that heirloom. Thank you so much. I can't believe you're really so willing to help a stranger like me. You're too kind. Thank me once we've found the thing. So, do you have any other clues that could help us find this heirloom? I do, actually. Our family has a special song that tells us where the heirloom is hidden. The sound of crashing waves upon the sand so hot. A golden foam flows over the sacred turtle spot. Sound of crashing waves must mean it's near the ocean. Makes sense. That would be the beach in front of Morning Glory. Yeah, that's definitely the place my grandpa mentioned to me. The problem is the second line. A golden foam flows over the sacred turtle spot. I think golden and turtle must be big hints, but I've got no clue as to what it means. Me neither. For now, I guess let's take a look near Morning Glory. Yes, let's do that. Would you mind waiting here a moment before we head out? Why? I need to check on some of the awamori in the distillery, to make sure it's all aging properly. When you're in the middle of this situation, you sure are passionate about your work. I may not make the best business decisions, but I'm damn good at making fine alcohol. In that case, stay here and keep an eye on your stock. I'll go look for the treasure on my own. Thanks for being so understanding. If you find anything, please just call my cell. My number is 555-292-6674. That's 555 Awamori, if you couldn't tell. Right. I'll let you know what I find. We need to head back for the orphanage. No, I wanted to look at the map. Yeah, no other sub-stories marked on the map, so I think it's going to be high time we make a quick stop to Morning Glory. Hi, disgruntled Yakuza. Nice to see you too. That finishing move is going to be so useful. Oh, stomp. The stomping has been stomped. Damn, you're too strong. I'll let you off the hook this time. Count yourself lucky. I got a lucky Kamitachi brand cutter. It sure does feel lucky. And really? Gangsters. Get the hell out of here. Guess I'm gonna need to get used to just getting run over by random thugs. They don't seem to be the easiest to avoid, too. No more. Leave me alone, I'm begging you. Stamina next. Well, if it... healing's healing. Okay, off to... Morning Glory. We're gonna try to find us that treasure. Turtle Rock after school tomorrow. Hey. We were just talking about a Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock, huh? I'm gonna go play some Legend of Zelda. Rocks on either side. Start over here. Yeah, I can kind of see a turtle. I'll give Matsushima a call. Hello, Matsushima speaking. It's Kiryu. Found a rock on the beach that looks like a turtle. What? Really? Yeah, it's out in front of Morning Glory. Come see for yourself. Of course, I'll be right there. I guess it does look like a turtle. And this is the one mentioned in the song. And this is the sacred turtle spot. The treasure's got to be right under this rock. Lend me a hand, Kiryu-san. It's digging time. Let's dig. Here goes nothing. Oh, I see something. Keep digging. Think I have another choice in this? Keep digging. It's some sort of pot. Please, keep digging. Dig even deeper. There it is, Kiryu-san. Awamori pot. I see. A golden foam must have meant awamori foam. After all, top-notch awamori produces a beautiful head of foam when you distill it. So this big family heirloom you were after is just a bottle of liquor? I don't think this will help you pay off that debt. Don't you see, Kiryu-san? This isn't any old bottle of liquor. It's an extremely old bottle of liquor. This awamori was distilled by the 9th year of the Meiji era, which makes it over 130 years old. 130 years, huh? I'm not sure it's the miracle you seem to think it is. But it is. Right now, the oldest intact awamori in the whole world is just 140. We're nipping at their heels. You can't put a price tag on a vintage like that. So your ancestors crafted this masterpiece, then buried it to keep it safe. No wonder your family treated it like some kind of sacred treasure. Because all its years have been spent underground, it's extremely well preserved. I don't see any cracks either. Still, I'm not sure it's worth the 20 million I owe. Hey, Matsushima, you trying to skip town or something? Don't tell me you followed me here. What's that you got there, huh? Nawamori pot? Well, the truth is... You shitting me? 130 years old? Assuming the date etched into the pot is correct, yes. How about that? My boss is always going on about wanting to get his hands on a 100-year-old vintage. Is that why you're after my distillery? You could say that. But hey, I got a deal for you. Hand over the awamori, and we're all square on your debt. Huh? You'd walk away from 20 million yen just like that? The boss was going to use that cash to buy a pot of vintage anyway. Doing it this way cuts out the middleman. And besides, you can't exactly buy a 130-year-old awamori on the market, no matter how much cash you got. So the way I look at it, this is a pretty sweet deal. Huh. Your boss must really love this stuff. You bet. That's the only reason I know all this shit. You know, Matsushima-san? I know it might not mean much coming from me, but you really do make the best awamori. You really think so? Oh yeah, from now on, I want you to stop borrowing from shady fellas like me. Get yourself a solid business plan and leave all this debt nonsense behind, you hear? I will. In the meantime, get that baby over to our office. We'll settle your debt right then and there. I can't believe it. I saved my distillery. And it's all thanks to you, Kiryu-san. Thank you so much. You should be thanking the ancestors who buried that pot of awamori. Here, take this. It's a special little something I found collecting dust in our family stores. You'll make way better use of it than I ever would. I didn't really do that much, but okay. Shisa belt. I gotta go deliver this. Hope I see you around sometime. We have a bell. I mean, that's some additional defense. Where's that Shisa belt? Increased defense. So, another 3 defense. Well, you know, 3 defense is 3 defense. I can't exactly complain about that. Oh, what do now? Head back into town. No new sub-stories on the map. Go ahead and look around a little bit more. Maybe, you know what, let's go do another shift since we're in the area. Back to the Cabaret Club. Charisma is the taste of the day. Oh, we're getting more tutorial stuff? Who are you? Keiko. What more do you need to know? Anyway, I hear you're aiming to take the #1 spot here. That's pretty edgy for a couple of newcomers. You must be quite talented. More or less. Yeah, well, I can tell you're both pretty new at this. Your hospitality's missing something. Really? Mm-hmm. A hostess's service skills are her livelihood, you see. You'll need to work with what she's got to reach the top. That said, you should be training as much as you can during your downtime, and match your customers' preferences. So what you're saying is I should be inspecting the customers in the club, then training during break. That's exactly it. Oh, but don't always train the same skill. Variety's the spice of life, after all. Now get out there and make some magic happen. I did not see what that mission said because I clicked past it. Good going, me. Well, I mean, let's do what we were doing before, so training. Let's bump up looks. Let's try again on this. How does it go this time? Learn something new every day. Still D rank in looks, but I guess it's an improvement, even if not by a letter grade. Oh, I'm getting pinged in another Discord, so I'm checking that. Looking at something happening in the Mystery Tournament Discord that I wanted to have a quick look-see at. Okay, training. We already did looks. I think we'll do free time, try to lower your stress level a bit. Just for time, yep. Alright, what next? I mean, let's go back into the club. Go ahead and look around and maybe your stress level is low enough that we can actually train a skill. Yeah, let's try some trivia. We see something go up by a letter grade finally. Yeah, smarts level C. And this should be the end of the shift. I want somebody who's able to keep a conversation going. Well, we'll have to train that next time. Are you still stuck at rank 25? I wasn't even that big on sales. That's unfortunate. Stress goes up, motivation goes down a bit. Still at number 25. We're just kind of resting around that spot for a while. Let's go have some fun here. Sure, enter. And request a specific hostess. We'll request Mika. I don't have that much money right now, so probably can only do this for so much, but it is going to be an aspect of completion we're going to try to do here. Oh, it's probably going to be another tedious one. Meet you, let's have some fun, okay? Sounds good to me. What would you like? We'll just get basic ass orange juice, not super expensive. Problem is, I don't have the money to be able to really afford much of anything. Chicken basket? That at least raised your heart level a little bit. Back and relax. Light my smoke. Hey, Kiryu-san, you're from Tokyo, right? In a broad sense, yeah. Cool, I'm actually from Tokyo too. Really? What part? Used to live in Nerima. I grew up in Kanagawa, where my family lives, but I moved to the city for work. Certainly spent more than a few evenings living it up in Kamurocho. Is that so? Kamurocho's great. There's always something new and exciting to do, no matter the time of day. The city never sleeps. You're right about that. I have to admit, though, I do miss Tokyo. How'd you end up in Okinawa, then? Everyone asks me that. Is it because I look like I'm not from around here? Even with the flower and the tan? Oh man. Well, I like to tell people that I was completely enchanted by the warm tropical sun and the beautiful clear ocean. I just couldn't leave them behind. Not too hard to believe. Kiryu-san, have you had any trouble understanding the words and phrases they use here in Okinawa? A little, yeah. The people here have all sorts of words and phrases I couldn't even start to understand. For example, they refer to themselves and mainlanders totally differently. Right. Take Shimanchu and Uchinanchu, for example. I knew Shima meant island, but the rest completely bewildered me. The first time I heard someone refer to themselves that way, I was completely lost. Yeah, I was definitely confused by that at first. What else? Oh, they call trash cans charubako instead of gomibako. Dust cans instead of trash cans. I think that's really cute. I thought of another thing. In Tokyo and pretty much everywhere else, when you leave work, you kind of half apologize for not being the last one to leave, right? But here in Okinawa, they aren't formal about it at all. They're pretty much just say, okay, I'm out of here, bye. It's a pretty drastic difference, yeah. Really taking an interest in all the little language differences between here and the mainland. I can tell you some more if you'd like. Well, I'm learning a lot from this. Thanks for the lesson. You're quite welcome. Feel free to ask me about cool Okinawan words anytime. I love talking about them. Will do. Use the opportunity to tell me more about yourself, Kiryu-san. Sounds like a plan. That it for today? Hope you had a good time. Definitely. Got Mika's business card. 11,000 yen? I didn't spend too much. Still not going to be sustainable. I'm definitely going to need a lot more money. And that's probably a text from her. Oh, nope. I don't want to deal with your shit. Oh, hello. Con man. Oh, is it this story again? Where we bump into somebody and we break every bone in their body, yet they're still able to fight? Watch where you're going, jackass. Huh? You go walking around Hatsumachi and act like you haven't heard of us? You better learn who you're screwing with, asshole. Aren't you kind of overreacting? We barely touched each other. Are you alright, Aniki? What's wrong? You break a bone or something? My shoulder. I think I got a compound fracture. The pain. Oh, the pain. Sorry, pal, but this just got serious. Our Aniki's hurt real bad. It's all your fault, clumsy ass. What do you got to say for yourself? I don't have time for your little game. Ain't you got a conscience, pal? You broke his damn shoulder. We really ought to sue you for the hospital bill, but we ain't no savages. How about you just hand over 10 grand and we'll call it even? Let me think. No. Sorry, but I'm not giving you a single yen. What are you, stupid? After we were nice enough to give you a chance to settle out of court? Hey, what happened to that broken bone, by the way? Now you're just fucking with us. We're gonna send you floating down the Kubochi River. This con never changes. Street thugs. What the hell is this music? Whatever, just punch him enough. Ooh, and a level up's ready. Excellent, excellent. Get back up. I'm hardly done with you. You done? We're sorry. We must have been confused. Hey, I think getting hit fixed my shoulder. Really? Did you hear that, mister? You fixed his shoulder. We hope this covers your trouble. Definitely fixed it. Gotta be going. Aim scam everywhere we go. What can we upgrade? Either tech or soul. Sure, I'll grab this. Make it hard to knock me down. And another sub-story seems to have popped up as well, so should go scoop that one up. What do we got here? Great performer. Thank you for listening. That was an Okinawan folk song called The Rose Balsam. It's actually pretty good. A lot of Okinawan folk songs have themes of love, like this next tune about a young man pining for a woman. It's called The Moon's Beauty. If you have some time to spare, why not stay a while and listen? Not a bad idea. And now, without further ado, The Moon's Beauty. Hey, what the hell you think you're doing? Who gave you permission to pollute the airwaves with that wailin'? You there, scram. Nothing left to see here. Get moving. And you? How many times we gotta tell you to quit that howling? I can perform wherever I want. You don't get to decide where I can and can't sing. We'll see who decides what once I wire your trap shut. I've had up to here with you and your stupid old-time ditties. Hey, what are you doing? Please, not my grandma's sanction. You're gonna break it. Is it that important to you? Don't worry then. We'll make a real smash hit out of it. This looks bad, and we're gonna stop it. Folks are the only things getting smashed today. And who the hell are you? Mind your own damn business, Pops. When I stand up for this asswipe, then it's your turn to face the music. Oh, street thugs. Let's get him out of here. It's gonna be just as simple as beat him up and then call it a day with the sub-story. I wouldn't be against that. You're gonna be sorry. Just you wait. Next time you're toast. Go on. Thank you so much. I really owe you for stepping in like that. Don't mention it. Listening to that nice song of yours was all the thanks I needed. Oh, you mean the Rose Balsam? I learned that song from my grandmother when she first taught me how to play the Sanshin. With your parents' counsel as your compass, with virtue as your shield, you can face this world with a will as strong as steel. All my grandmother's life lessons are right there in the lyrics. I bet that's why it's the first one she had me learn how to play. It's a beautiful song. I agree. Even more important to me nowadays, my grandmother, she passed away last year. She once told me that music is all I have, so the kindness of strangers is all I can rely on to make my way in the world. I sing that song to her in her memory so that I never forget the lessons she taught me. Sounds like she'd be proud of you. Hang in there, alright? I'll do my best. Thanks again for your help. Oh, and here. Please take this. It's an Okinawan delicacy. Kind of like a donut. You singing here shared my grandmother's song with everyone. I'll be cheering you on. That's just the end of the sub-story? Sub-stories. Yeah, we've done every sub-story we've started, we've finished, except for this one still, straight to the top, which involves trading the hostess, so that's just going to be a lengthy process in general. But probably a band-aid I'm going to have to rip off soon. Maybe one other sub-story I can do, I think somewhere down here. Get some Okinawan soba. When eating, I think I gotta come back later. Yeah. We'll get beat up later on. We can come back later. Fine, we'll go work on the cabaret club bullshit. I didn't want to, but the longer we put it off, the longer it's gonna loom over our heads. It's gonna suck, but we're gonna do it. South Island. Sexy. Smart. Okay, just smart in general is what we're looking for, so. Oops, didn't... You know what, actually, I should have the money to get that watch that I was gonna get. So, let's go ahead and grab it. Alright, next up, training. So smart is what they wanted. Although our smarts are already at C with the other two being at D, but... let's see if we can bump up your smarts a little bit more. Does it go well? No. Stress goes up and no reward for it. Dang it. Maybe another time for smarts then. Smarts does seem to be what the customers are still asking for. They'll be fine. Now let's try talking tips. Improve your charisma. Do you improve or what? Okay. Small improvement. Got it up to C. That's something. I'm probably just gonna have you take a break during the next go around. Stress level is getting pretty high. Free time. Everything's at C now. Little intelligence goes a long way. But that's going to be the end of this shift. Bills, still not making a whole lot of money. 13,000. Fuck it, back into South Island. Alright, what do they want? Smart, 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 smart. They want smart still. Okay. Training. I think I'm good with the clothes and accessories I have on you right now. So, trivia again. Everything's at least level C. So I guess the next big step is get something up to B rank. And hey, smarts does go up by a little bit, so... Alright, what's... Certified Genius, the little intelligence goes a long way. I don't want to cram too much into smarts, though, so... Yeah, how this goes. I should have also checked on your stress level. I need to watch out for that. What is your stress level at? Oh, well, worth an effort. Stress level, still floating around that range. We'll just give you some free time next. Alright, spend your time how you would like. Free time. Should be the last shift for this. Feels like this was a little bit more productive, but we'll see how much more productive it was in terms of the numbers. We're still floating at rank 25, or do we actually go up in rank? A little bit of an improvement in sales, but I'm guessing we're going to be floating around the 25 rank still. Yeah. And stress level's getting pretty high as well. Okay. Well, back to it. It's still smarts they want. What's your stress level? Okay, it's back to around the middle. So, back to trivia then. We get smarts up to B rank? Smarts is up to B rank. Hell yes. Which means the moment we go back onto the floor, they're going to be wanting something else other than smarts, right? I love feeling like dirt. At least now her smarts are starting to keep up with the customers' demands. Let's improve looks. Damn. We'll improve our looks next time. Back to the club. You girl who can dominate me with how smart she is. Shit's sexy, man. Free time. You were looking pretty stressed. Yeah, that stressed me. It was like almost overfilling. So I'm glad we did that when we did. That'll be a wrap on this shift. Well, looks like you've got the hang of training after all. Joe-san is shaping up to be quite the hostess, and Kiryu-san, you've got the makings of a great coach. Guess the rumors were true. Thank you. Sure, it's exciting to see someone rise up in our industry. Just don't fall off the boat while going full speed ahead. Kiryu-san, Joe-san's rank went up. I can tell you've both been putting a lot into it. Keep up the excellent work. Great work today. Let's aim for the next milestone. So we were 25 before. What rank are we at now? And what are your sales? Yep, that's a bit more of an improvement. Our sales are slowly going up per shift. And we're ranked 22 now. Excellent. Alright, I'm gonna take another quick break from... Look at the map here. Yeah, take another small break from doing Cabaret Club stuff because we're gonna stop by Aqua Sky over here. Play some billiards. We'll just play against the beginner rank because I'm shit at billiards. We'll do some 9-ball. If you're not already familiar with how 9-ball works, well, we're probably going to be explained how to play pool. Yep. So first is the banking shot. Yep, I think I can figure all this out for myself, game. Alright. So, pull back. Release. Whoever's ball is closer gets to go first. Now, the fun part, the break shot. Our goal is to sink the 9-ball. But we can't directly hit the 9-ball. We have to hit the 1-ball. Now we have to go through all the tutorial stuff. We can use the left stick. Yada yada yada. Let's try... Let's try around here. Aim about there. And let it rip. Well, that's not a bad start, by any means. Immediately sunk both the 4 and the 5-ball. The problem is, where do we go from here? Wasn't able to nail the 1-ball. That's fine, though. Sunk 2 at once, and while you're going to be able to sink the 1-ball here, probably... Nope, didn't even do that. Ooh, but how do we want to handle this? Fuck it, full power, see what happens. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work out, but it was worth a try. And, really? This overhead view is usually the best view that you can get for figuring out how you want to hit the ball. There we go, get that pocketed. Now what? Let's hit the 2-ball like this, because it should at least collide with the 9-ball. Well, that didn't do as much as I wanted it to. And now you're on a on a roll. Well, you were, and then foul happened. Which at least does mean we can put the cue ball wherever we want to. We'll do the Hail Mary approach of hit that 9 ball and see where the hell it goes. Maybe even go into a pocket. No. That was asking too much. At least the attempt was made. The Hail Mary approach is always a fun one to see just what the hell happens with it, but it's usually not practical. Okay. Well, the green is lined up, the 6 ball is lined up pretty good for you. Let's see if you can sink it. Yeah, no problem. Might have a decent shot at the 8 ball as well. Yep. So it's just that 9 ball. Do you sink it? No, not quite. Alright, so now we gotta figure out what angle we want to hit this 9 ball at if we want to sink it. Probably about there if we want to aim for the middle pocket. Or that works too. Not the pocket I was aiming for, but it worked. We have won ourselves a game of billiards. Yes, this is important for something. Play another game. We'll just play against you again, since there's just beginner level and more hopefully easy enough for me to fight. No, I don't need to view the tutorial. I'm good, game. You don't need to ask me. Alright. Aim around there. Get that break shot going. 1 in the 5 pocketed. 3 pocketed. Almost pocket. Oh, that would have been amazing if I pocketed the 9 ball right then and there. That, however, is a very frightening place for that 9 ball to be. That is basically set up so if you just, like, tap that 9 ball, it's gonna sink. Nice combination shot, but the end result was a foul. Alright, are you going for the easy 9 ball? No. Thank God. You are going for the easy 2 ball sink, though. 4 goes in. 6 is next. Which is lined up pretty well for the 9 ball, but it looks like you're trying something else. It's something else that does not seem to be working. No. Now what do we do? I think a bank shot's gonna be the way to go with this one. Nope. Didn't stick the landing. I think whoever sinks that 8 ball first, though, is gonna win this no matter what. Wow, that was the easiest shot in the world, and you still missed it. Okay. If I can hit this at a straight line, I might be able to just nudge that 9 ball in. No. Fuck. Okay, this is what I like to see. That's going to be a foul. Which means we're going to have free range over where to put the cue ball. So, if we aim it around here should be good. And if we can just, like, aim it straight. Yeah! Sink that 9 ball. God, that would have been great if I sunk the 6 ball as well, just for style points. That would have been great. That's enough pool for the time being. Oh, I don't want to play more pool. Not yet, anyway. There will be time for pool in a little bit. Right now, I actually want to go save because it's been a little bit since we saved. You remember when there was a plot we had to do? Yeah, neither do I. We'll hopefully advance the plot at some point. Some point is not right now, though. Alright, save has been saved. Okay, let's go play some more pool. Go waste our lives on more pool. Billiards. Billiards summons me. We'll do more 9 ball. No, I don't want to view the tutorial.
Yakuza.
Alright. This kind of shot seems to be kind of reliant in getting shit done. Looks like not this time, though. Balls are all over the place. That did not work how I thought it would, but I guess it works out, except now this is going to be the most impossible shot in the world. What the fuck is this? How do I even? At this point, just figure out a way to hit that 2 ball. Nope. Try to avoid at least the foul, and couldn't even do that. Did you just, like, foul? Yep. Okay, where's the 9 ball? Is the 9 ball... 9 ball isn't... I mean, that's a position where I can at least try to hit the 9 ball, and maybe I'll get lucky and sink it, but... like I said, maybe I could get lucky and sink it. Fuck it, I'll take it. You win. I had my eye on you, young man, and I like the cut of your jib. You got a hustler's eye, that's for sure. Spent some time in gambling circles, I'm willing to bet. Mind telling me who you are, old man? Perhaps fate will bring us together once more. I may just have a little challenge for you then. Okay. You're not going to tell us what the challenge is, are you? He's back. Ah, so we meet again. It would seem we're bound by destiny after all. Who are you again? Name's Shirashi. I'm in the bet collection business. Bet collection? I make sure folks pay up on the bets they lose at casinos. That guy over there, an owner of a bar, lost his fortune at the poker table the other day. In his final hand, he bet the deed to his bar, and, well, he ended up losing it. So, I'm here to collect. But you know, it's no fun grabbing stuff away from a ball and crybaby. So I figured I'd go my usual route and let him try to win back the deed. And what's your usual route? When there's a lot of cash on the line, I challenge the poor sap to a game of pool to decide whether I should actually collect or not. They're hanging on by a thread, see? And I give them one last chance to see if they got what it takes. That's a pretty crooked hobby, messing with people like that. Maybe so, but that crooked hobby also has saved its share of people, too. Seen it happen from time to time. Okay, but what does any of this have to do with me? You just wanted to share some random stories with me, or what? Yeah. No, that's not it. I was actually hoping you could be a stand-in for the bar owner, that is. Are you kidding me? Please, I'm begging you. I'm the owner of the bar you were talking to Shirasi-san about. Please, won't you help me? For the love of all that is good and noble, I need your assistance. You gotta take my place at the pool table. And why should I do that? Because I never played pool in my life, not even once. Can't you see I'm doomed from the very start? He wants a worthy opponent, and I'm the total opposite. So, there you have it. Where's the fun in playing a game if I know I'm gonna win? That's where you come in. You really are a manipulative old codger. You know that? That may be, but if you do manage to win, you'll be saving this poor fellow along with this forfeit bar. So what do you say? Think of it as a charity match. Please, I'm begging you. Sure. We're on a winning streak in pool. I think we can do it. The game is 9-ball pool. Oh, our specialty. Whoever sinks a 9-ball first wins. Gotta win this one. I swear there's a reward in it for you if you do. Now, let's begin. Don't let me down. I don't care how many times you ask me, I don't need the tutorial. Now, let's see if you put up a better fight in pool than the, other people we've fought. Let's go with that. You sunk right off the bat. 3 sunk right off the bat. Jeez. That was really good. Okay. If we aim about here. Yeah. 3 pocketed. Now where's the 4? 4's all the way over there. That's gonna be a tougher sell. We'll just do that and see what happens. Yeah. I didn't think that 4 was happening, but it would have been amazing if it did. Alright, sink the 4. Give it a nice little feather tap. You're gonna get the 6. You're not gonna quite land the 6. You're also gonna put me in a very awkward spot for hitting the 6, aren't you? Well, no. I'm gonna go for the bank shot here. It's probably not gonna sink. But as long as I can prevent a foul, that by itself is good enough for me. Actually wasn't too bad of a shot either. All things considered. In goes the 6. You seem to definitely be a bit better at this than the last person I played in pool. Alright, 7 doesn't go in. Question is, what do we want to do with the 7 here? Thinking this, and just... Wow. That was nice and clean. Okay, now the 8. The 8's in a weird spot. What happens if we... That didn't work. Alright, you're just going for the simple 8-ball sink. Where is the 9-ball? Is it gonna give you a clear shot? Not really a clear shot. Yeah. It's not the best position for me to be able to sink, but it is something. Try this and see what happens. Boop. Nope. Please, please, please! Son of a gun! It almost went in! Yep. I wanted that to go in so badly. My life is over now. Deal's a deal, and that means the D is mine. Stay as an employee. Bar's just changing owners. Everything else will stay the same. I do. People who aren't used to gambling tend to lose themselves in the game. I want to give them the opportunity to find themselves again. If you work hard and save up the money, I'll give you back the deed, with a teeny bit of interest. Maybe not so crooked after all. Damn. Only got some experience. Hustler's Challenge. We only get a check mark for it, though, because we didn't manage to beat him. So... I think what we are going to do is we're just going to load and try to do the challenge again, but actually win. With how close we got, I think we can do it. Just going to be a little rough. Load. I think we gotta do it our third game of billiards again, though, because that was the last time I saved. This is why you practice your billiards, kids. At least the save doesn't put us that far back. I'm probably going to save again after winning the third game and getting the sub-story underway, just so it's a little less I gotta play again. Nine ball. Don't need the tutorial. Sad though that the critical game of billiards I wasn't able to win. But based on the banking shot alone that he made, I think he was a higher difficulty than we were playing on, so... It was expected to be a little bit more of a challenge. I'm just sad that our attempt ended the way it did. Well, at least I keep my turn. Hey, Makoto, what are you up to? Thinking the one ball. I mean, that's a good starting point. Not gonna get the 2 in, and you're gonna line up pretty well for me as well, so let's just take the easy sink. Which one's the 3 again? Is that the red ball? Yeah, it is. Nope. Piss. Alright, what do we have available at our disposal? What moves have we got? I can bank shot and at least hit the 9. Ooh, got a kiss shot. That 9's also lined up pretty well. Where if I can hit that 9 ball, it will probably sink. The problem is, I don't think I have a good enough shot that I can reliably make to be able to sink the 9 ball. At least not right now. I guess one option is to try to have it go off of the 6 ball. But I think it's going to be more reliable to just outright try to sink the 6 ball, which I'm not able to do. Son of a gun. On goes the 7. If you sink the 8 ball, I think the 9 ball I think is going to be free. So if you sink the 8 ball, I think that's going to be game set. Ugh, god damn it. Please somehow find a way to miss the 9 ball. No. That's going to sink as long as you hit it enough. I have a way of lining up the 9 ball just exactly well enough that you just gotta nudge it and it goes in. Fuck it, play another game. I think I gotta win a 3rd game if I wanna go on with the sub-story. I also don't get to the luxury of having nearly as much money as I did in some of the previous Yakuza games. You know, Yakuza 0, money was flying out left and right. DualShock battery low. Excuse you, I just charged this earlier today. How is it already low? Maybe I need to get some new DualShock controllers. Well, okay, after this game, I'll go grab a fresh controller really quick. Alright, at least got something sunk. A lot sunk. Now I have to figure out what I want to do in order to hit that 2 ball. That. And I think that's going to result in at least not a foul, because I think I hit the 2 ball first. Yeah. What the hell do I do with this? Okay, we're about there. Nope. 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 Actually, I'm just gonna go grab a fresh controller now. I'll be back in, like, 1 second. Okay. This one I've been leaving plugged in the whole time during the stream, so it should have a full charge. Back to it. Back to pool hell. What do? Hit it and see what happens. Don't care about the results, just see what happens. That actually almost panned out. I would have been very impressed if it worked out, but alas. Alright, what options do I have for syncing this? Not many great options. Really? How does that happen every time? Where I hit it and it just barely doesn't go into the pocket. How does that keep happening? Alright, the 5 goes in, so you gotta get the 8 in. And you still have to get the 9 as well. Well, in goes the 8, and you seem to be lined up pretty alright for the 9, so... but you do miss the shot on the 9, so... We do have a chance here. Question of the day. How do we make the shot so that it goes into the pocket? I don't like that. Ugh, billiards is pain. You gonna make me sad here? Nope, not yet. Sadness comes later. Alright. That's our third game won. This is where we get challenged. Okay, let's go save, because now we just have to win this one billiards match again to have the sub-story done properly. Where are you going, Kiryu? You're not even drunk. Head for the save point. You wanna overwrite? Yes. Alright. Time to play some billiards for like 20 years. It's gonna be a good time. That collection, blah 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 blah. This guy made a bad bet.
Yeah.
Bet. Alright, now how this plays. Let's get this show on the road. Out there. I think we're gonna be going second on this one. Damn. Alright, that I can live with. A break shot doesn't look like you're gonna sink anything, but there is a ball directly in... It's actually... So here's what I'm thinking. We do this, and then, like, the cue ball, in theory, banks off, hits the 1 ball, and then the 1 ball hits the 9 ball and sinks it. Will this work? No, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I didn't even hit the 9 ball at all. Jesus. That's a bad omen. Alright, how do we two ball? I'm gonna try the bank shot again and see if I can hit that 9 ball. Have it go in. Nope. Damn. Got a cannon shot. Good for you, I guess. A grand scheme, that's not worth much, but proud of you. He doesn't really seem to miss the easy shots. Yep, 3 sunk. Now the 5. Which is where? Oh, that's gonna be an easy shot for you to make. Yeah. Now the question is, can you sink the 6? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so we're back on the table. Just make a tiny adjustment. This should sink. Yep, no questions asked. Alright, I gotta be careful of this one, because if I hit this in the exact wrong way, I'm sinking the cue ball instead. Ah, really? Ow. Seven ball was not sunk. Alright, can you sink the 8? Not a bad setup. Yep, you sink it. All that's left is the 9. And that is a decent setup as well for the 9. Decent setup, but you do miss the shot. About here. Yeah, pocket. Now just don't accidentally sink the cue ball. We're fine. We're fine. That's the game one for us this time around. You win. Hooray. You did it. You actually won. Yes. Not bad at all. I ain't played a solid game like that in years. You have no idea how grateful I am. Now I can keep my bar open. Oh, this is fantastic. What about the money he owes the casino? Do you just pay for it out of your own pocket? Sure do. I got plenty tucked away, so money ain't no thing. It's just that at my age, I like having a front row seat when people suddenly gotta play for keeps. It's either desperation or determination that spices things up for me. You really do have a crooked way of thinking. I suppose you're right. But to get to be my age, and you'll see what I mean. I wasn't counting on it. Oh, and just out of curiosity, what would you have done if I had lost? Mighty fine question you asked there. I'd probably get the deed, take over the bar, and put this guy to work as the manager. That's what you're planning to do all along? Well, for a sap who gambles all day and night, it takes a hard lesson to smack some sense into ya. I get it. He saves up a bit of cash, and you get him back the deed. Is that how that goes? Now, it just wouldn't do for me to give away all my secrets, would it? But listen, it was a great game. I wouldn't mind giving you a real match one of these days. Then I'll be waiting for that day to come. Well, see you around, young man. You don't know how much this means to me. I'll never gamble again, I swear. Here, I promised you a reward. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. That's actually a lot, considering how much money we had before. Alright. Now that we've got a little bit more spending money, we can go back to the Cabaret Club. Hey, now there's an idea. I think that's what I plan to do. Get money wasted on a Cabaret Club. Sure, truly living the life. Enter. Yeah, we'll request Mika. We'll worry about the other two later. I give a gift? Yeah, usually you don't need to give a gift. Alright, so clearly the orange juice was just way too... Yeah, let's see what happens with Zampa White. Oh, okay, that saves me money then. We'll get the chicken basket. Those seem to be the best two. Half a heart for each. Right away, thank you. Cheers. Cheers. Alright, what are we talking about today? Alright, gotta light the lighter. Or light my smoke. Actually, I love going out on the town in Kamurocho and the rest of Tokyo too. I really didn't have much time to party. I was always so busy with work. What do you do for work over there? I was the secretary for the president of a brokerage firm. Wow. I think you can imagine how busy that kept me. After all, the things they had me doing for the company, I feel like I came out of it as a jack of all trades. Sounds like a tough job. You've got that right. despite how busy it was, I did get a lot of valuable experience out of it. For example, I learned how to make reservations at somewhat shady restaurants, and how to lie about our company dealings to the president's wife. To be honest, sometimes I found myself thinking, wait, should this even be a part of my job? Well, what else did you have to do? What sort of other things did you do for them as a secretary? Let's see. One time he had me line up early outside a department store to buy a limited edition toy that his grandkid really wanted. There were even times where he made me go out on dates with his most important clients. That sounds awful. It was. Still, when I tell people I had to do all those things, they're always so surprised. But in spite of all the trouble I suffered through, I ended up getting a lot of relevant career-level experience. Glad it was worth it. Kiryu-san, have you heard of Okinawa time? Okinawa time? Is that like a special time zone? I guess you aren't in the know. Well, what is it then? It's an old Okinawan custom, or at least that's what the locals say. Okay, what's it all about? So let's say you plan to meet up with someone around noon. You'd expect them to show up around 12, right? Well, a native Okinawan would show up an hour later, or worse. That's Okinawa time. Really? That's a thing? Yes, really. Of course, there are Okinawans who like to be on time, but I think most natives tend to show up on the later side. Continuing my example, though, they won't show up at 12, but they'll text you at 12. And it won't be what you expect. Guess what you think they say? Sorry, I'm gonna be late? Nope. They'll ask, hey, when are you leaving? Really? Can't say I'd be happy to get that text. Right? But I suppose that's just how they do things in Okinawa. But like I said before, not every Okinawan is like that. That's what usually happens around here. I guess that's what they call the Okinawan way. Must be the Okinawan way. Wow, Kiryu-san. Do those kinds of things not bother you? You don't mind if people are late? I'm not sure, to be honest. But I can understand why living on this island might make people stop caring so much about being on time. I totally get what you mean. That's what makes Okinawa such an amazing place to live. You've got that right.
Kiryu-san.
Any pets growing up? No. Never had one, actually. Neither did I. When I moved to Okinawa, though, I got a cat. But I had no idea how I was supposed to take care of him. He constantly meowed at me. I would always meow right back at him. That's cute. I named him Tuna. The reason's pretty silly. First time I fed him, and I gave him canned tuna. And he just couldn't get enough of it. From that moment on, I started calling him my little Tuna. Recently, though, Tuna's gotten real picky about his food. He'll only eat the beef and chicken flavor. And only the expensive brand, too. What am I gonna do with this cat? Sounds like a fussy feline. Yes, and it's taking a toll on my wallet. Spoiled cat, but Tuna's a good name for him. Tuna's a good name. Thanks, you Kiryu-san. Sure you'd be as shocked as I was when I saw him wolfing down that can of tuna. I swear, you'd think it was the first time he'd been fed in weeks. You sure make it sound like a sight to see. I wish he'd be more like his name and go back to eating cheap cans of tuna. If he won't do it for me, he could at least do it for my wallet. Yeah. Sure, let's extend the session. Get some more Zampa White. And chicken basket. And I will order it. Right away. What are we talking about now? You know, when I moved to Okinawa, I realized there's a big difference between people here and people from the mainland. What's that? People from Okinawa have completely different attitudes. I'm not sure how to describe it exactly. And it feels like the walls they put up between each other are much lower. Does that make sense? You can see it in the way they speak, or how they approach one another. They're straightforward about how they feel about people, and they're so warm and friendly to everyone. You think so? I know so. When they're walking down the street, they'll greet everyone, even strangers, with a friendly, "Hey, what's up, brother?" It's so sweet. They aren't shy at all. And when they talk to you, they make you feel like you've known them forever. There's this level of friendliness that you never see in Tokyo. Like that, just, it's a completely different culture compared to Kamurocho. Exactly. I've been all over Japan, but I've never seen anyone act like this. It's only something I've experienced while living here in Okinawa. Really? That's surprising. I mean, every place has their upsides and downsides, sure, but still. Between the glittering ocean, the warm sun, and the kind people, I know that my decision to move to Okinawa was the right one. I'm glad you're happy. Have you done any sightseeing around Okinawa since you've moved here? You know, I don't think I have. Well, if you ever have to go outside the city, you should definitely get a car. The monorail doesn't run outside the city, so you really have no choice. It's either car or bust. I'll remember that. I live a bit far from the city myself, but I don't own a car. I own a bicycle. A bicycle? Must be good exercise. It is. My thighs are nice and toned now. When I first started here, everyone was so shocked to hear that I biked to work every day. Imagine how shocked they were to see me walking out of the changing room in full riding gear at the end of the day. You certainly don't see that every day. Sometimes when I've had a little too much to drink, I'll give in and call a taxi. I'm not that crazy. There are so many great reasons to ride a bike, though. It's environmentally friendly, it saves money, it's super fun, and best of all, it's healthy for you. Oh, what kind of bicycle do you ride, then? I ride a racing bicycle. Oh, really? That's a surprise. I know, it's a little weird, right? Yeah. No, not at all. Sounds pretty practical. Oh, thank goodness. I don't know what I would have done if you told me I looked better on a girly cruiser bike with a big basket. I'm sure you look good riding one of those, too.
Kiryu-san.
You have any hobbies? Not really, to be honest. Well, mine's different than what you might think. I'm really into bodyboarding. Wow, you're right. I would never have guessed that. Started doing it last year, but now that I've gotten better at it, I'm having so much fun. It's good to find a hobby you enjoy doing, that's for sure. The only downside is that because I'm out in the sun, body surfing all the time, I've gotten really tan. And I can see that, yeah. You know, despite the stereotypes, you can still find some pale-skinned people here in Okinawa. That's true. Though everyone seems to buy into the stereotype that all Okinawans have dark, tan skin. Most tourists just assume I'm another native Okinawan. Oh, I like a girl with a healthy tan like you. Really? You bet. Here I was, thinking you might be into girls who were more pale, Kiryu-san. Yeah, well... Got time for us to wrap things up. 18,000. That wasn't too bad. I'm sure we can do a bunch more trips to the Cabaret Club, especially with all that money we got from playing billiards. Alright, let's save. Because I did mention at the start of the stream I did feel a headache coming on. So I would stream for as long as I could, and in fairness, I might be able to go for a little bit longer, but I don't want to push my luck, so... I think we're gonna start closing down shop for the night. I feel like we did make some pretty good progress, though, tonight. We got into Chapter 3, we got a number of sub-stories done. Well, really all we got left for sub-stories at this current moment are the really tedious ones, which would involve, you know, the cabaret clubs, as well as training up a hostess. So we'll probably be making some more story progress next stream. Going to try for some more backlogging on Wednesday. I'm thinking I'm going to get the sub choice done, so Turok on Game Boy. And then Friday's going to be Retro Book Club, and then next Saturday we're going to try to continue with some more Yakuza 3. Alright, I am getting out of here for the day. I'll see you all later, and thanks for hanging out.